All right, let me make sure this is working. Okay. We are live on YouTube. Why is Twitch being silly? Oh, there we go. Technology, man. All right, hello everybody. Welcome to the RSG Jedi Academy, but this is going to be a special. I am going to be getting painted today as part of the deal. You guys helped me raise the funds to get that costume up so we can do our stuff. And now waiting for Desi Jingles Schnarfer. I don't know where she went. She was just here. She's up to something. And she's yes. So we'll get the Desi Jingle Schnarfer. I have not seen the makeup. It's open right here. I don't know what it is. We went and had to get some tools and stuff. So yes. Just concocting something. Hello, Evo. Hello, Asake. Hello, Lady Ada. That's right. Happy Face Mate Day. Oh, I heard. Oh, there's a little snarf behind me. Yes, yes. Look at her. She's all ready to. Ooh, she's getting into her process. It's a process. As I said, I do not know what the snarf. Look at her over there, kid. Look, big goblin. I do not know what's going to happen to me today. All I know is that I will have this on my face through D&D and stuff. So we'll let Desi continue getting ready, and when she's ready, she'll start the process of the makeup. Yes. She is. Well, she's got all her makeup stuff. I mean, I don't know anything about makeup. All I know is she's got all this crap here, and I'm about to get it. So. Depressed as took my work break to witness this. Yeah, we're getting ready to start. Good to see Depressed Wampa. Neo Venom says hello. Nice to see some friendly faces. Good to see you, everybody. Yeah, I do shave my head, Asake. Yeah. Apparently what Desi's doing is she's getting a sock ready because you have to have a sock to hit me in the face.
Actually, yes.
So, yeah. Okay. Lucky, what's going on? Well, let me do my thing, Neo Venom. You said you hadn't got it. I was going to give it till today, but start ball processing. Boss Womprat says, hi, Desi. Hoping it's Princess Ranger later. Blocky Rez, what's up? Says hello there. Hello there. We did UGAC yesterday. I'll recap it here in a little bit. Our opponent still has not attacked. We scored a 2066. I tried a gas team against the Great Mothers. It looked like it had high success, but it didn't work. So we had one drop battle. So we'll see. The Wolfman says, happy up Ranger Skewers and the Chaos Goblin. Desi Schnarf. There she is. And when Desi's ready, we'll let her announce. You want to announce it, or you just want to do it and then let them see what it is after you do it? Do we know how she's painting my face? I have no idea. I don't know if it's Darth Maul. I don't know if it's Ahsoka. It's Ahsoka?
No.
Oh my god, am I getting Darth Maul today? Son of a bitch. Then I didn't need to shave this.
No. Well, if you want to. You can go get the trimmer.
Trimmer's right over there.
Okay.
All right, so I am getting Darth Mauled. Fuck. Oh, fuck me. Oh, Jesus. All right. Come clip me. Oh, man.
Okay.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. It's, hey everybody. Yeah. So this will be interesting, won't it? All right, go ahead and take my head off.
Yeah, you'll need to take the hat off.
Okay.
But you can kind of keep your head in a place if you.
Well, I'll leave the headphones on as long as you can. Not that I really need them to talk, but all right. Daisy's going to begin the process.
Yep.
Now we can't see the chat, so
This is true. The task should be showing up relatively soon.
oh, do we need to join like a Zoom?
Oh, you're not in the Zoom call?
No,
Oh,
let me
yeah.
do that. Let me do that.
Poor task.
Anybody wants to join us, you can. Start Zoom. Which one did you give him?
The lunch Zoom.
Lunch Zoom.
Yeah.
I had no idea. There's Taz.
Hey, Tess.
Oh, I had
Hey.
no idea, brother.
I told you.
Oh, well, I knew, but I didn't know what time because I saw the thing. What the hell is on your head, bro?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
They can't see it. Let me bring that up so we can get a little task action here.
My
There he is.
my fans chipped in a couple months back, and I got a new hat, and I custom ordered this off Etsy.
But,
Hey, Wolfman.
what's new, Taz? You're here for the paint session, are you? I'm getting made to look like Darth Maul today.
Yeah, so I didn't know what you were getting painted up as or what you're getting painted up for.
Well, we raised money for some stuff for the costume, and this is Desi's idea. We had some stuff, for the Mando costume, so we raised the funds, and Desi said if we hit a certain goal, that she would make up me. Well, we hit the goal, and now I'm getting makeup.
A man of his word, I see. All right. What's up, Womp?
How did your JC go? Have you done it yet, or?
I had an Erodium. Maybe later today I might stream one of my patrons if he's available. I haven't made an announcement yet because I don't know yet. So.
How frequently is that happening up there?
So, not this season, but basically the previous 2 seasons, if you were in the top bracket or maybe the bracket below, you really weren't seeing them. But just below that, they were still a problem. But here this month, it's back to being a problem. Like we had half of the top bracket last week was Erodiums, and then this week there's 3 of them.
Goodness. So. Hello, Timmy. Timmy.
This is going to be great.
It's my baselines. Got them.
I have been baselined. So yeah, Taz, if you want to watch the chat, because it's going to be a little hard for me to see it sometimes, and if there's any questions, I don't know why you're asking me any questions. I have mental damage. Yes, I did it yesterday, Asake. I'll show the score and everything. Opponent is not attacked, so we did a 2066. So,
Nice.
You're fine.
Yeah, all right. I'll take over reading out the chat. So yeah, Tim says, good morning to Desi and Tass. Hey-oh, how's it going, Tim? Lady Ada says, I just aced the Galactic Challenge with 1 go. Surprising. Nice. Hey, Asake. Morning, Tass. What's going on? Yeah, questions for Ranger. Questions for me. Questions for Desi.
yeah, it's questions for.
Put them up in the
I
chat.
can kind of hear him.
Yeah.
There you go.
Sort of, kind of.
It's going to be a Darth Maul princess. I mean, yeah, if it's really an accurately done makeup job, putting like a pretty princess tiara on top of his head after
I
that,
thought about Pretty
looks
Pretty
sharp.
Princess,
Please
but
don't do that to me.
well, yeah, I decided to have a little bit of mercy on you.
Saki.
Are we turning Ranger into Queen Amidala? That would be awesome.
I will not condone the course of action that would lead us to war.
I'd like that. So yeah, did you already do your Grand Arena? Ranger?
Yeah, we did it yesterday. I only had one drop battle. We got a 2066, but I'd seen this team against Great Mothers that was Gas, Snips, and Rex, and it had an inside it. So I was like, oh, I'll try this out. Looks like it's got pretty good stats and stuff. This would be kind of cool. Got destroyed. They had that offense one on. It's just too much. But yeah, 2066 pretty good. We'll see what happens.
All right, good stuff.
I'm trying. I've seen that 3800 range. I don't want to be up there with you monsters.
Fair.
Guilty. Why does this is on YouTube? Says why does Ranger look like Mr. Clean with war paint?
You know? A little
Yeah,
bit.
Mr. Clean with rosacea. Yeah.
Kind of like war paint.
Yes, if you have any questions, I'll try to do the best I can to answer. But we have Tass, the top number one player of GAC.
Is he really?
At the that
him.
was going into the final round of last season. Yes, not
Yes.
technically right now, but still.
I'll
still,
take it. Yes, I'll take it. See, yeah.
Still
should get you
barely
credit.
holding on in the top bracket where I have the fun pattern of losing the first round of every week and then getting 2 Erodiums. So I'm well fared into the top bracket right now.
Yes, I'm getting my makeup as was promised.
Asake asks, here's a game question. How
Okay.
much do secondaries matter on Lord Vader beyond speed and protection? So, the best of them are going to have crit damage triangle on them, which naturally means more offense would be better. I would say, like, the very best Lord Vaders are going to have over 300,000 life total. Like, the very best ones are going to be in the 580s, pushing up on 590 speed. Protection primaries for arrow, cross, circle. High offense and speed secondaries besides. And yeah, so you're trying to be over 300,000 life total, maybe 590 speed, crit damage triangle, and up and over 13,000 offense is something I have seen. So that would be like Apex Predator stats. You don't have to fulfill any single one of those, but take those numbers down by whatever's a reasonable percentage for you and try and go for that kind of proportion.
A little bit.
That's right. Well, man, doesn't matter how you win, just that you win. I mean, that is an ethos I go by, but that's for matches that are actually matches. Like if I have good RNG today and my legitimate opponent it doesn't, then I can live with that. That happens, but there's no match against an Erodium. Wow, Womp is close up to 14,000 offense. I have seen folks like that. That's incredible. Good job, man. Yeah, if you have the Relic 9 on Lord Vader, which I do recommend.
Yes, you should definitely do Relic 9 on him.
Up over 300,000 life total with the crit damage triangle. Those are kind of connected at the hip. If you're going to have the crit damage triangle, you still want to have a considerable amount of life total on you. If you're going to be significantly under 300,000 life total, probably just rock the protection triangle with high offense until you get there. Wampa asked, Depressed Wampa asked, wait, Ranger, are you always wearing shorts on stream?
Yeah. Well, during the summer, because it's hotter than balls, man.
Yeah.
And they're comfortable. Usually, I've worked out, so a lot of times I just have my workout shorts on. Like during the winter, it's all sweats because. I mean, you can wear shorts, if you want to, if you, frostbite, those kind of things. Yeah.
If you're wearing shorts in the house in a place that actually gets cold in the winter, you can just say that you have, that you're loaded, that you've got just a shit ton of disposable income. You don't give a shit about your heating bill. You keep that at a balmy 74 in the depths of January. Like, okay, baller, fine. Good on you.
Yeah, appreciate Tass being here.
Oh, pleasure to be here, man. Yeah, if you're going up for like 14,000 offense on a Lord Vader, that's an incredible stretch goal. But that's, again,
That's fine. Yeah.
I would say, like, I would push for that extra 1,000 offense going up to 14K if you've already met all those other really high-end benchmarks. Because I feel like still having the 580 plus pushing into 590 speed, plus the crit damage triangle, the 300,000 life total, the 13,000 offense, then push for that extra bit. Okay, fine, but I really would see all those other things hit first.
I agree. Because he is going to ramp.
Of all the things we give him, yes, the offense is what he needs least. Yeah, personally.
You guys haven't. I don't know why you haven't. Why don't you just look at his modding? Sorry, I'm distracted by all this stuff. No, if you go to swaggo.gg and go look at Tass and how he's got stuff modded, it's good based to what you should be aiming for. I remodded all my GLs here recently, looking at Tass stuff because I was like,
Appreciate that.
yeah, it's like, I was on the GLs. I hadn't really looked at them in a hot minute, and I was noticing some trends, even though I was winning, like, not doing as good at these as I should. And then I looked at your mod, and I was like, okay, I shit the bed.
Mm-hmm. I appreciate you, Wolfman.
Yes, I'm getting my face painted as Darth Maul right now.
Go like this.
So how easily will this be washed off later?
How easy will this? I think we have to use
Baby oil.
baby oil.
Oh man, you're going full Diddy for this.
Yeah. Well, I'm doing it the same way I used to do my clown makeup. Yeah, I was a clown once.
Fantastic.
I thought she was joking when she said initially that she wanted to do this. I was wrong. I was super wrong. So yes, get your Swiggo questions in. You're more than welcome to. I'll try to answer when I'm not getting slathered with makeup right now.
Turn this way.
All right, somebody else said it. Yeah, guilty. Guilty unleashes. Ranger still is a clown. So that was the easy layup that somebody else needed to say.
It's really hard to get the thing. We're doing it.
Those are makeup words, and I have no idea what that means.
Means you'll look stunning. So are we getting the little Zabrak horns planted on the top of that bald dome?
Are we getting the Zabrak horns too, they're asking?
I wasn't able to source them, so I'm just gonna kind of get,
Get kind of what?
Yeah, they're asking what. I'm gonna have to get kind of, you know.
Oh, just with
What's
the
the
paint.
back half of
Oh.
that sentence look like?
Now, horns would have been great, but they wouldn't have arrived in time.
Damn. Now that is a shame. Oh, Womprat said, "Damn, if you had said last week, I would have designed and printed and posted."
Oh,
Posted
Womp
to you.
Rat. Thank you. Maybe next time. What?
Put in the chat. Update on GAC. Our opponent is still not attacked. I've noticed that sometimes that happens. You just see they wait to the last second to do their attacks. And now I'm getting powdered.
Yeah, we've already addressed the issue of a tiara. There is no tiara available, but it would have been cool. Uh-oh. Getting dusted.
Mm-hmm.
Close your eyes. I should have said that too. I'm sorry. You can close your mouth. Sorry about the powder in your mouth. I need to locate a brush.
Oh, Womprat. Tass, do you think Ranger should join in the hell diving? I mean,
What's the hell diving?
oh, well, if you haven't seen Helldivers 2, that came out like early last year, but it's super, super fun. If you ever wonder what it would be like to live in Starship Troopers fighting the bugs,
Oh, is that what that is?
or they have a couple other races as well. Like if you ever wanted to fight Terminators, essentially, um, that also have AT-ATs, stuff like that. Or the Illuminate, which is kind of like an advanced futuristic race. So they've got tripod mechs that have frickin' laser beams coming out of their frickin' heads.
Frickin' laser beams on their frickin' heads.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I might have to look at this.
So, but the point is that especially at the high difficulties, it is super, super fun because you're trying to complete objectives and stuff to get
Right.
each mission done. But that's always against the backdrop of like just running for your life the entire time. It is awesome. It is an awesome game.
Oh,
It is
yeah, check it
easily
out.
the hardest game I've played.
Well, I see you.
Easily.
I see you playing other games because we're friends on Steam. So I'm like, oh, what's Tess up to? Oh, he's playing that game. Oh, he's playing that game. Daisy said she sees that too.
It's an amazing game. I would highly encourage you to check it out if you haven't
Helldivers too.
already.
Yeah, I'll definitely check it out. Oh, if you're
There's a bunch
mentioning
of
it,
us
Tess,
that play.
Jesus.
If you end up picking up the game, just check off the Helldivers role on my Discord so you can see the channels for that.
Okay.
But yeah, we're there's a big group of us that plays. Like I'm not trying to play too much. I mean, I'd play if you got into it, but I'm not trying to play like too much right now, just because there's a new patch days away, and I'm gonna be hitting it like a crackhead at that point. So I want to save all that vigor, all that vim and vigor.
And what are we doing right now, Desi? I just feel a brush on my face.
Well, I'm having to improvise because I forgot my big brush. So I'm just kind of smacking you with a sock. But we're knocking the powder off to get everything, like, set so it doesn't just, like, wipe off and cover everything.
I love
In
that.
ways
What
that we
else?
don't like.
What else says? Did you go to an ICP concert and use oil-based paint by mistake?
Did you hear that, Des?
I did not.
Well, 73 says, did you get to an ICB concert and use all oil-based paint by mistake?
It's fantastic.
Oh!
Dude,
Somebody brought up Juggalo, and I was really, really thinking about it, but...
Oh, that'd be hilarious as well.
Intoine? A couple of spots that are still wet.
But yeah, get your Swuggle questions in, guys. You got the man here, Tasnix. Very kind to come be here on a Saturday and answer questions. So please get your Swiggle questions in. He's watching the chat. Make sure you get Brandon. Well, Desi needs a label mic so we can hear her commentary while she works.
Well, I could, but it would be echoing so badly that, yeah. Okay, look way up and close your eyes. Gotta get that
Yeah,
nose.
it does cost 1,500 super credits for the new War Bond. So basically, when they release new content in Helldivers, they add like other games would, I guess, have the equivalent in a battle pass. It'll be like you unlock it with their premium currency called super credits, and then you spend medals which you earn from completing missions to unlock the content within, you know. So you're paying the premium currency just for access. But one of the cool things about Helldivers is, aside from the initial purchase price, you needn't spend $1 to unlock any of the so-called battle passes. They call them war bonds again. So because the super credits that you can otherwise pay money for, you can earn just by doing missions. You find them out in the missions themselves, like in hidden objectives and stuff. And so you can, if you want to hit it hard, you can always unlock everything for free. Yeah, it's a big deal. They're adding most war bonds are only 1,000 super credits. This new one is 1,500 because it's supposedly huge, just way more content than what we're used to in a war bond to be unlocked, which means you need to complete that many more missions to get access to all that stuff. So that's what I'm saying. I'm going to be hitting it like a madman.
I like to hit it like a madman. Yes.
Hey.
Right, I'm trying to see the chat as best I can.
No worries.
Glad to have you guys here. Get your questions in. Weddle73, our Set the Count Data Keeper. Good to see you, my friend. Oh, I mean,
yeah, whatever else, or what else, 73. If you want to have some more people to play Helldivers with, make sure, if you're on my Discord, to give yourself the Helldivers role. People be diving. Just looking fantastic there.
I'll have to take your word for it. I can't see a thing.
You're looking increasingly red.
Oh my god, but I'm already ginger. How's that going to work? Sweet Jesus.
Yeah, it looks to be worth it. The war bond looks stacked, says Depressed Wampa. I believe it.
Yeah, we'll cover GC results here in a little bit. Our opponent still is not attacked, so we'll see what's going on with that. But yeah, if you got GAC questions, things of that nature, you got the man here who can answer all your GAC teams questions and stuff. From James K. Ezra to not them.
Has that been your raid boss this season?
Well, it got me in round 1, and I've been kicking its ass since then.
All right. What have you been using for it?
Just using SLKR. I was just like, screw this. It's got the best win percentage. I mean,
Okay.
I know there's other teams, but I'm just not convinced that they're solid enough to use.
Well,
yet.
they're just they require more careful execution. You can more or less fart your way through Slacker, and I don't know that there's any choices you could make that could really be punished. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's just
Like as opposed to, you can do it with Night Sisters, like with Great Mothers, but conditions apply. You can do it with Ray Swallow Cal, but you have to be careful not to let Ray's health go into the yellow, otherwise they can take out Ben. there's a little more care to be applied with the other options. But yeah, I believe you. Slacker would do it. You took Ray for it and worked? Yeah. I feel like I did it before last 3 versus 3, but I did just do it this last round. So if you haven't seen that, check my last VOD. I pulled that out with Ray Swallow Cal. I'd encourage you to give that a shot, Ranger. You'd like it.
Okay. Yeah, I've seen some counters and stuff, and I'm just like, okay. But I've also seen those not work either, too. And I'm like, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Like I said, they're certainly less carefree than Slacker. Like, you have to make a couple important choices in those fights. In the case of the Night Sisters one, you also have to be, I guess, reasonably fast enough too.
Right. What would be the speed on our level? 340, 350 on them at least?
I don't know. Is somebody here in the chat that's more practiced in that fight? What are the qualifiers to take it on with the Great Mothers? Because, in general, you're trying to have Great Mothers and Morgan really fast so that they can outrun Ezra. But it's going to be Ezra plus 30. So I don't know that that's something most people can do. Because if you have, like, let's say somebody had a 380 Ezra, good luck making your Night Sisters faster than that. So I'm assuming it doesn't depend on that to make it work.
Yeah, I've got my Ezra because of the Great Mother counter. I put it, 378? It's like, no more.
Yeah, nice. Yeah. I mean, that's going to block out a lot. Well, it's going to definitely pressure out a lot of players.
What are you using as the cron right now for your Ahsoka? And are you using it for offense or defense?
Well, Ahsoka, yeah, I'm definitely just keeping on defense. And there's really only 2 choices. For the most part, I'm still keeping the main team, like Ahsoka, Ezra, Huyang. Ahsoka, Ezra, Padawan Sabine, if I feel like it. But you can always, if you want to set Exile Ezra with JMK, with Rey, whatever, you can always go with Ahsoka plus Watt plus, I think, ideally Huyang, because Huyang, out of all of Ahsoka's allies, Huyang is the only one whose AI will choose to use the granted ability, Reunite, and that will immediately push like a full ultimate charge, essentially, onto Ahsoka. Just helps, And so, yeah, with Watt, that's going to be your best bet. It's still going to demand something like Great Mothers, but in that case, the Great Mother's speed isn't really the issue. It's just how much offense they have. So the, big defense on her is nice, but I still think, like, if you're in my case, if you're going to set the team with Exile Ezra, then you really need to set it with the 25% turn meter and General Syndulla. Otherwise, yeah, fast Night Sisters can still get the job done. Nice, Swamp Rat. You got Lord Vader up over 14K as of just now. Nice. It's a hell of a benchmark. Boma Fett says, I used Ray Barris last round. My opponent set Ray Ezra with the Hyoda Datacron. Yeah, I guess Ray Barris can also do it. I just really like Cal. It's also perennial. Like that Xeris, the reason you're bringing Xeris is because of the Xeris Cron. No reason to not do it. Use it because it's available for sure. But when that Cron expires, you're probably not going to be doing Xeris, and I'm just okay with using Cal. That being said, I don't think I used my Xeris with the Xeris Cron at all last round. So if that sounds really unappealing to you, yeah, I can get with that. Wolfman says, I'm seeing a lot more place Watt over Ezra in 3s for Ahsoka Tano. Yeah, a lot of people are liking to set Exile Ezra elsewhere this season. The JMK thing's popular. Rey, with Rey is still getting done. So not at all surprised. Like I said, though, if you have that stacking offense level 3 from set 22 for your Great Mothers team, that's really what's required to eventually, gnaw your way through in Ahsoka Tano. So the best stress then would be to put a whole bunch of things that people would want to use Great Mothers on, or a couple things, stress that counter. Maybe set that in front and have this Ahsoka in the back. Give an invitation, to use their Great Mothers. Something like, I don't know, DR Zalbar, Keller and Beck, with Jocasta Nu, things where they might want to use something overwhelming to shut that down. Sure. And then have that waiting in the back. That could be a pretty big pressure at that point if they've already used their Great Mothers. When the JMK Cron expires, so does the Hodocron, so that JMK Ezra team becomes a lot less scary unless they release another amazing Cron. You're absolutely right about that. Yeah. The stacking damage just from that Cron makes the team a hideous late game threat. So, absolutely right. Watt still makes Ahsoka annoying. It can be beaten, but not as easily. And the timeout can happen with tank tech on Ahsoka. Yeah, that's why I'm saying if you're going to do that Great Mothers counter, you really want to have that stacking offense level 3, because that is something you're going to rely on later in the fight. Also, make sure you're giving your bless to Spirit and not Morgan. What else says JMK goes back on offense and Ezra can go back to Rey or Ahsoka? Yeah, some of us never left, so I can get with that. I like that, this meta has really forced people to think about the power of Exile Ezra outside of the proper Spectre team. I think that's really great that for most people that engaged with that Hodocron, that means you will have engaged with this strategy. And that's something that's going to stick with you. You're going to be looking for opportunities to do that again. And I think that's neat. Because I would have thought, until that Datacron meta popped up, that was really just a high-end part of the game. Like, you know what? This guy looks like he really knows what he's doing against the full Ahsoka team. I'm going to be squirrely and place it, with, whatever. Mostly Rey. This JMK thing is fairly recent. But the idea is, I like that this has become a much bigger thing for more people. Bulma says, I was using Ezra with JML when he first came out. Fair. That's fair. I think, for what matchups? Like, where I guess you were setting that on defense then? And who is that shutting out? I would think that Sith Eternal would still take that on. Like, I believe that you could always have done it from the beginning, but maybe not until set 22. Did you really have the incentive?
So all of them over on YouTube says, absolutely loving using Great Meadows to counter GLAT. Bummer, GM didn't get a raid, but I'm glad I farmed them up.
Yeah, I forgot. I should be reading your YouTube chat too. I was only reading Twitch.
Oh, good.
That's my bad. Yeah, Chester, all of them says, absolutely love using Great Mothers to counter Ahsoka Tano. Bummer that Great Mothers didn't get a raid, but glad I farmed them up. Yeah, I mean, you already had enough incentive to have the main brothers at Relic 9 for the Peridia Patrol event. So if you were otherwise taking that team up to high relics, yes, I agree. You're rewarded in this Grand Arena meta. And I think that'll stick around enduringly. Like, that's the value of that team cannot be understated. Doom is a nuts effect.
Ooh. Hey, Jack Daniels. Hi, dick.
What do you say?
This, hey, Ranger, you have something on your face.
Ray Rock says, good morning, Ranger, Desi, Tass, Pickle Flashers, Wookiee Strokers, Coffee Drinkers, and Taco Eaters.
Hi, Ray Rock!
So Tico says, what, WTF did I wake up to, man? Yeah, it's Ranger getting painted up. You want to tell the people again about your reasons for this spectacle?
we did a fundraiser so I can do some stuff for the costume that I used to raise money for the ACS. This little creature over here that came up with a way that if we hit the goal, Everyone's been wanting her to do makeup on me. I don't know why, but that became a thing. So if we hit the goal, got the stuff we needed, then I would have Desi Jingle Schnar's choice of what she would paint me as. And Desi, what are we painting me as today?
Darth Maul, very poorly.
Uh-oh. Please don't make me look like a poorly Darth Maul.
I mean, I'm doing my best. I'm doing my
I don't
best.
know. I think it's looking
It's
pretty
fine.
good.
Says it looks pretty good.
You're limited from greatness without the horns, though. To be clear, like, what would you think of a Triceratops without its horns? A rhino without its horn? Like, what would you think? You know?
Okay, not that way.
Go get some like use empty toilet paper rolls, like give them a cut.
Oh my
through,
god, you keep moving every
make little
time I do
cones.
that.
Make little cones out of that.
You can be normal again.
It's fantastic.
It looks like a puppy right now.
A very angry puppy.
It does. Yes, a little absurd at this exact moment. Yes.
What you gonna do, brother, when the half-painted man comes for you? Arr.
Yeah.
Jesus, what is happening? What am I watching?
Yeah. Evo said, I just did a remod on my Morgan and Spirit and boosted Great Mothers a bit. Took Spirit to Relic 7, gave her more offense, completely changed Morgan's mod so that she's now at 339 speed to go right after my Great Mothers at 340. Yes, that is the general consensus, is having them both fast with Morgan just behind Great Mothers. That seems to be the way. So good on you. Good stuff there. Oh my god, I got a bunch of DMs.
Oh, what's going on? I heard him. Popular.
Oh, just, man, it's blowing up.
Everybody wants a piece of Tass.
No, just one guy.
Oh, okay. One guy just wants a piece of Tass.
That's right. That's right.
Get some more powder. And I will be wearing this all day, even through D&D tonight.
So long as it holds up. I don't know, I kind of have my doubts.
But you're eating so much powder.
Well, I mean, that is a thing. Oh boy.
I'm sorry, it's just gotta go that way. Like,
There we go. Okay. I swear I'm not doing this just out of, like, spite.
Boma Fett asks, where are you using the Wampa focus datacron? So I've only had 2 real matches this whole season because I have these erodiums up in the brackets that fit. And yeah, I want to say once with Bane and once with Wampa against a Jabba with almost 400% defense. And yeah, we ended up getting exploded by those unresistible thermal
You need to
detonators
adjust.
later in the fight. The defense made a
I'm
big
gonna try to get some of this, but then there's all this powder. Yeah, I've been using Wampa against Saw teams. I know you can use it against Jabba, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, that's what I was just saying. I attempted it my last round and got it down to Jabba pretty readily, but the fact is, with very, very high defense from set 22, like pushing 400%, so I mean, really nice cron, it can be, it's such that you don't end up smacking Jabba down before you end up getting exploded by the unresistible thermal detonators he applies every few turns. So yeah. Good question though, Boma. And keep the questions coming on Twitch and on YouTube. I'm gonna check back and forth between the tabs, try and get some coverage there.
Now, Tess, did Desi tell you what she was going to do when she messaged you? You just said you just...
The only
You know,
person I
it's
told
funny
was
you should
Ouchie.
say that. She did not specify, in fact.
Oh.
She said it was for a cause. So at the end of the day, I see you, it is in fact for a charitable cause, which is what I more or less expected. But yeah, no, I had no idea.
Hmm.
This could have been me showing up to, support your fundraising for a trip to Europe. How would I have known?
Yes, Tess. This was all about Europe.
Yes, and going to fancy pinkies up parties over there in Europe.
Evo.
What did Evo do?
He said, Ranger, if you're gonna do coke, you gotta make it look less obvious. Match my face all in that.
Oh my god! Salve says,
Oh, God.
he looks like Homie the Clown got
Oh
into
my
the
God.
blow. As it turns out, he does
Oh,
play that.
Oh,
shit.
Jesus.
Close your eyes. You can open them.
Oh, Boma, do you like the Rolo FDC, BKM, CLS, or somewhere else? I kind of like it with Bo-Katan Mandalore. She hits up pretty well with that. That's where we've been using it. I've had a blast using Bo-Katan with the Rebel Cron, kicking the crap out of stuff.
I've heard good things. I tried it on defense with Saw, and my opponent Sasha Aisha had probably just kept something very solid against it. Maybe I'm not even sure. Maybe it was Seer Malicos or something. But yeah, it's tough.
He was listening. Oh my good lord! He was just that poor sock.
Yeah, it is great on Lord Vader. Yes, using that Rolocron with BKM, I've heard is just locked tight on Lord Vader. Doesn't matter what you try and do. So that seems to be a very solid use. Have you recovered from last night? Oh, that's Wampa asking, another viewer. Okay, Jack Daniels asks, question, who do you think is going to be the next era faction? Honestly, I had no way of seeing Pirates coming, to be honest.
I didn't either. Nobody called that one, brother.
I mean, they could have done it any time, right? So let's put it this way. They could have done it any time because those characters were made, in that show, the Skeleton Crew. They haven't done anything from the Acolyte yet. It would be completely sudden. It would be unrelated to anything else, and it would be all new characters for them to grow and sell. Grow out the faction and sell for light side and dark side. So it wouldn't shock me if we ended up going into the era of the Acolyte, right? We had the era of the Apprentice before, so why not the era of the Acolyte? Don't get me wrong, not a huge fan of the show, not a huge fan of the world that was built in that show, but as far as from what could I see them likely doing? Yeah. Sorry, you were gonna say, Ranger?
No, I was just agreeing with you.
Oh man, you there are no words. There are no words. You look a sight. You really do look a sight. Yeah, Jeremiah Bowie asks, for love of God, what is happening here? Yeah. So the bottom line is he had a fundraising for stuff for a costume for an event that is for a charity, and he got the fundraising worked, and as a prize to the viewership, he is getting painted up by Desi as Darth Maul. And I think you're more or less caught up. Now, I don't understand what I'm seeing here. I don't understand why he looks like he has a severe cocaine problem.
They're asking, why do I look like I have a severe cocaine problem? Explain why you use the powder, baby girl.
So the baby powder, like, actually sets the makeup, because, like, it's not going anywhere.
Okay.
It takes baby oil and a lot of elbow grease to even remove it. Like, you can take soap and water to it, it won't budge. You're welcome.
Alright. Let's see. We should get news of a new era soon, says Wolfman. Yeah, I hope so. Evo says, if they did Acolyte content, I feel like people would actually quit in waves. Is that really? I don't know.
about for a game like this. I mean, we can still hate the Acolyte, but the characters, you know.
I was gonna say, like, think about how I think people spoke first about a faction this way, about Gungans, right?
Mhm.
Like, who gives a shit about Gungans? I have zero interest in Gungans. Oh, CG did it again. I guess I'm gonna skip this faction. Blah 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 blah. It's it is a meta team, always and forever. Like, you are using it mostly on offense right now, but there are datacrons that allow it to perform well on defense, especially the unresistible stun, the double damage level 6. Great stuff there. Like, you don't have to like them for what they are in the Star Wars universe to recognize that as a team in this strategy game, they're good, man. So it's all about the kits for me. Yeah, that's what I was kind of alluding to earlier. I don't really care about the story that it comes from, the same way that I don't care about pirates, really. If they make great kits and it makes a cool team, fun to play, ideally something that can also perform on defense, would be cool. Would be cool. Yeah, Bad Batch is another example, Wolfman. That's a fair one. Especially having 2 Bad Batch teams. I mean, I get it, but geez.
Look up. What? It's too much.
Wow, your opponent got a 2070 in GAC. JJ, that is crazy. You got a 2073. Hey, my man. Good stuff. I feared the worst when you said 2070 because I'm like, ooh. But good plan, man. I know you planned for that one pretty well, so that barely squeezing by is still getting it done. So you know, no hate. Nice, MJ. Posted a 2074 yourself. Nice score. You guys just keep in the house, or you're just being clean with a good medium strength defense down? What's going on? Womp says, yeah, I didn't like Pirates as the faction, but as a team, I'm loving the craziness of it. Yeah, there's interesting mechanics that are difficult to fully realize. You can definitely read Maz Kanata's kit, but still, you kind of have to play with it to really understand how it all comes together, in my opinion. So, and then that's to say nothing of GL Hondo, who we have no knowledge of yet, kit-wise. So, I agree. Yeah, Pirates is going to end up looking good. JMK and Prey right now. That's your GAC meta. All right. Yeah, there's a few good solutions to JMK. So. MJ, my oh yeah, the politics channel. Hey, I mean that's why people opt in. That is why that is a if you really want it, you can go and just be involved in all that. Wouldn't recommend the experience. But what it is quarantined. That's the important part. Yeah, Asake, I also don't regret building Gungans. They're a great team. I love their mechanics. Agree. Yeah, they've really found an effective home the last few seasons on offense. You know, when they first came out, they were really overperforming on defense, but the game's changed a lot since then. Mm-hmm. Oh, nice. Dagger and Shake helped you out with that, JJ. Nice. Glad to hear that. Jacob over on YouTube asks, would you recommend that I go farm BKM at 3 million GP? I don't know, Ranger. What do you think about that one? Do you play any alts or anything? Because
No, but I always have this kind of philosophy. Like, as long as you have a set, like, you know, path you're doing, but there's just a team that comes along that you just like. I know there's guides out there, but the game, and if it's somebody you love, like that's your favorite character, go for it. You know, and BKM's really, really good. Now it's a little bit more of a farm, you know, for mid-tier player, but she's great in TB. She's great in GAC. She's really good in Conquest. You know, I mean, I don't really have a problem with that. Just depends on what you've already farmed and worked on. That's what I usually look at before I say, well, yeah, go get BKM. So, but if you really love her, like I do, BKM. But I don't know.
Nice.
yeah, yeah, that's a good way to look at it. Yeah, depending on what your goals are. You know, there are content creators that specialize in showing, you know, how to advance a new account, the best progression path to get you on track for unlocking the stuff that lets you get the most regular returns in terms of rewards. And if you're following that, then, you know, the question is always between what is it that you want to do versus what's the next best goal that you are or should
What
be
do you
working
do?
on.
You can look at the screen again.
Okay.
Yeah. So what do you think? How do you think how you look right now? Got to get a, what is that? You got to get a Snickers in? Couldn't tell if that was you trying to eat.
Well, I'm not eating anything.
We'll feed you later. We'll go scare the people.
I'm not leaving.
You're not leaving the house.
No.
Yeah, is Ranger becoming an ICP?
That's not... All right, Mary J.
These are the questions that the people really want to know.
Oh, did I just... No, I didn't. Nice. Seriously, why is everybody thinking Juggalo? I don't get it.
I mean, Darth Maul is a whole look. Face paint alone isn't the deal.
True.
Plus, you know, you're at a phase where you could be looking like a painted on luchador right now.
That's
Like it's,
actually true.
Yeah. You are at a middle point. Boma Fett says, ask Nooch for early to mid-tier stuff. I wouldn't know. I see his Grand Arena streams, but I don't look at any of the content for leveling up like that. The last one that I used to really recommend was Darth Loquitur, but I understand that he's recently kind of just stepped back from the game. I think he's more or less committed to quitting. So yeah, I don't know how well it's going to stand up to the test of time, but I really used to like the recommending Darth Loquitur stuff. Really good explanation, reasonably concise, very well organized, yeah, good stuff. Neo Venom says, Ranger, would the problem I'm having with the bundle be a bug or a technical issue? I'm assuming you know what he's
Technical
referring
issue.
to. Huh?
I'm not sure. I think it's a technical issue. His friend got him a pack, but he hasn't received it. And so I had him create a ticket.
I got you.
There'd been no help whatsoever.
Tough. Did you mean like a ticket on the forums?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, EA help, all that stuff.
Yeah. Fair. All right. Asake says, I think BKM and unlocking Mandalore in territory battle is incredibly important, but that needs to be a whole guild effort to do, obviously. But certainly unlocking BKM will increase the account value significantly. I would say it really depends. It's all in context. Like, I don't know that BKM is more valuable than pursuing, I don't know, one of the more accessible GLs. BKM does not have a resource event tied to her. I mean, you can say that making that push in territory battle can add up. But like you said, that depends on your whole guild being focused toward that goal. I think there's a lot of teams that you might say are worthier to pursue sooner than BKM, but that's pretty reasonably subjective. Like Ranger was saying, you know, if that's a character you really love, you won't regret having her. Like, she's very effective, but for the same resources involved, you might be very close to a galactic legend, and that might be a better push for you. That might bring better overall performance for your account. Really depends on your priorities. Let me check the YouTube real quick. Okay, yeah. Depressed Wampa asks, hey Taz, what stats does CX2 want when modding him? Most folks, myself included, go with speed set with a 2-piece of health. No, I have a 2-piece of defense, but what you are trying to have is as many health primaries as possible. Now, what that does mean is, ideally, that's a minimum of 3, right? Triangle, cross, and circle. If you have a very fast health primary, very fast, like 28, 29, like at the slowest, maybe, I don't know, I guess you would say 27, but then that's given up a lot. Like, the idea is, if you're going with a speed set, giving up speed is something you have to think very carefully about. In the case of CX2, the health primary is probably worth doing. If you don't have very fast health primary arrows, you should work on it, because he's worth one. If you really don't have it, you can use a speed arrow. Until then, that's okay. But yes, slap on as many fast health primaries as you can for health, triangle, cross, circle. Try, folks in the top parts of Kyber 1 are 340 plus. The idea is that you would want him to be at least 1 speed ahead of Oppo, because when CX2 uses his special, it's going to hand out a bunch of different effects to his allies depending on their role. And in particular, interest for Oppo is Oppo, being an attacker, will get offense up for 2 rounds. And if you haven't CX2 going just ahead of Oppo, then that means Oppo's next 2 moves, which would both be his specials, are going to be buffed by offense up. So hopefully that helps you, Wampa. Let me know if you have follow-up questions to that. Yeah, now you can see Darth Maul a bit more with the black sides coming in, says Evos. Yep. Makes sense.
It's all a process.
Trust the process. That's what they say. All right, Asake Gio says, I just think of the mid-game position and the fact that most mid-game players have to actively farm Kyrotech in order to gear anything. Unlocking Zepho and Mandalore almost negates having to farm that at all. In mid-game, I think that has a ton of value. I do agree with what you're saying, though, Tass. It all depends on his own account needs. A lot of different ways you can choose to advance your account, I'm sure. I think that any of the content creators that are going to put you on a progression path that is focused on maximizing your rewards in terms of getting you up to a serviceable fleet so that you can take rank 1 in fleet every day, and for people that are telling you to advance your account in ways that are going to let you max out resource events, I think these are good people to follow. This is maximize rewards first and then pursue passion project teams later is what I say. Because all the teams that you quote unquote have to get to maximize the rewards are great teams. You won't regret having them. So if it's me, I'm going to maximize rewards in this game first. Any of my other preference priorities aside. Yeah, glad that helped, Wampa. Good stuff. Yeah, Wolfman, don't forget to do passion projects so you don't burn out, though. I mean, it all depends. It all depends on what motivates you. Like, me, the idea of having...
You're looking pretty cool so far, actually. I like it.
Having done the most I can to maximize the rewards that I'm getting means that when I turn to do passion projects, I'm able to do them at the cost of nothing else. I'm not leaving extra money on the table as a consequence of pursuing the passion project. And that's a kind of a point of view thing. But yeah, from where I see it, going after passion projects before you've got stuff that's tied to resource events done, Bridia Patrol, Duel of the Fates, Smuggler's Run 2, so on and so forth, these era battles to a lesser extent. But I just see that as leaving money on the table. And I can always do my passion projects when I'm flush on resources, and I'm going to be flush on resources when I'm getting paid back for having things that were good to have in the first place, Again, though, different priorities for different people. Like, if you're the type of person where you would get burned out just doing it the way I am, being so focused on maximizing resource returns, I get it. It's a game. Don't make it feel like work to you. Yeah, Wolfman, you're the same way, but I learned doing 3 Galactic Legends back to back to back, never again. I could support that. Yeah, that would seem kind of like a tiresome journey. Been playing the game long enough that I was here for the first Galactic Legend, so I've been more or less collecting them as they came out, so that's never been a burnout path for me, thankfully. Nice. Jacob says he's farming Star Killer right now, making progress. Great team, man. Really held up over time.
I'll figure it out.
Nice, Swamp. I saw your DM. Nice. Yeah, what else says unlock a GL, do a different team, whether it's for fun or for meta, then a GL, then a fun team, then a GL. That works well. I can absolutely see that.
Wow, let me see. That's like way. Oh boy.
You're looking cool. You're starting to look good now. I gotta say, it's starting to come together.
Yep.
Yeah, the black really gives the contrast to make it look sinister instead of merely clownish.
Yeah, it's kind of necessary.
That looks sharp, though.
Thank you.
Really good job. All right, Wolfman says, I've got Ahsoka Tano and what is that? Pirate King Hondo left. Once my raid goal is hit, I need to for guild. I'm going to go Leviathan into Ahsoka, so it shouldn't be so bad. Yeah, top-end fleets, solid goal. You won't feel punished for that. My understanding is we're expecting a pirate fleet at the end of the year. There's, I want to say that the initial artwork is our kind of hint for that. There's a ship, I think, that's pictured in the announcement artwork for the pirate era. I don't think we've gotten anything more on it, anything more concrete. But that is the rumor mill. Oh, yes. Depressed Wampa says, Ranger, when the makeup is done, you know you have to scream, Kenobi! Kenobi! Wolfman says, I won't hold my breath on us getting more fleets. We've been saying year of fleets for years. Maybe. I mean... I think that you saying you're going for Leviathan, like I said, I wouldn't hold resources to avoid getting Leviathan. You are not going to be punished for owning Leviathan. There's maybe the Pirate King fleet, if it should emerge, will easily beat things like Profundity and Leviathan, so that you have an incentive to go after it. My guess is they're going to still try and keep the meta where you using it on offense will trivialize enemy fleets, and on defense it could still be beaten by the savvy Leviathan, Profundity, and possibly others, something like that. I'm okay with all of that. Let's see, fun facts. Sinister is from the Latin sinister, meaning left. All right, fair. Yeah, good call, Wolfman. Yeah, get your fleets up. Solid way to go. Don't be left behind when they do eventually add another meta fleet. You'll more or less be caught up. Keep hitting us with questions. Just because he's in the makeup chair getting slathered doesn't mean that he can't be responsive. So you ask the questions, I read them out. They can be for Ranger, they can be for Desi, they can even be for me. But keep them on, keep them coming. I am here to facilitate.
I'm having a great time.
You look like you're having a great time. Did they... Now that I look at it, like, Ranger's eyebrows stand out against the paint, and I'm stopping to think, did they get rid of Maul's eyebrows in the movie for that, or am I just...
No eyebrows whatsoever.
They were shaved.
I wasn't going to shave his eyebrows, though.
Sorry, I said eyebrows, and what I meant was eyelashes. I can see his eyelashes batting when he blinks. Did the actor from All have no eyelashes for the role as well? Ray something?
Ray Park.
Roy, okay, yeah.
I don't see any eyelashes, no.
Yeah, I was thinking, it's like, now that you mention it. Fair. All right. Bazinga says, gentlemen, and Desi, of course, I'm about to relic Malicos before week 3 lock-in. Who can I throw him in with temporarily before I have his support together? Additional question, who else goes in with he and Seer? So, okay, so the first question, who can you throw in Malicos with? Well, you can force the issue by throwing him in with Lord Vader, with Slacker, with Inquisitors. What you want to think about is, it also depends on how many Omicrons you're applying to him immediately. If you're applying that Omicron where he effectively can provide a savior effect to each one of his unaligned Force user allies, then you could immediately see how you could plug and play that on majority unaligned Force user teams like Inquisitors, something that you could stack up with Slacker, maybe even like a Lord Vader Inquisitorius mix. It's you're just thinking about how he provides a lot of benefit and has synergy with other unaligned Force user allies, and when they do stuff, like you benefit from them doing stuff. So think of it in those terms. As far as who his third is, perennially having crew in there, Kylo Ren unmasked as the tank is a solid choice. no matter what you're doing, on offense, on defense. That's a great choice. Right now, in the meta, you have stuff like Scavenger Ray, which is a very rarely, if ever, used or useful character. But they gave her kind of a overtuned Relic 9 where she does 5% increased damage per relic level applied to her and her allies at the, it's checked for at the start of battle. So she can end up just doing cosmically enormous damage. And then, of course, that would be further boosted by what's going on under Seer's lead and with Malicos as an ally. So that's a really strong meta team. But again, you're thinking in terms of unaligned Force users. You've got a good bit of flexibility because there's a lot of characters in that faction. So Seer plus Malicos is always your core. And then you can kind of riff on that from there. Seer Malicos Star Killer, if you also have the Star Killer unique Omicron and also his second special, that's the AoE, that is probably the single most powerful version of that team, certainly for offense and arguably for defense. Yeah. That's just a very high commit team because you've concentrated now 2 teams into one. Seer Malicos is really a stand-up team just fine without Star Killer in there. But with him in, particularly in 3 versus 3, you have the full condition of Star Killer's, or no, don't you? No, you would have 2 dark side unaligned Force users, right? Yeah, so I guess you don't. Yeah, you're giving up a good bit of Star Killer's bonus for having just the power of Star Killer's kit. You still get the ship drop though. Anyway, there's some ideas for you.
I have a chance to actually talk now.
Yeah, you can actually use your mouth.
Yes,
Welcome back.
I can use my mouth hole.
What do you got to say? Any of these topics you haven't been able to chirp in on that you wanted to?
I agree with you on the Seer Malicos. I've been using, now I've even put it on defense. Seer Malicos and Star Killer kind of been my go-to on offense or defense, because now on 5s it's gonna be a little different, right? But 3s, I really love that team for offense and defense.
Yeah, you're right, guys. It does fulfill the Star Killer unique. I was misremembering. I was thinking, wait, they're both dark side online Force users, but it's about other than Star Killer himself. You need to have only one of each, excluding him. So yes, Seer Malicos Star Killer does fulfill the Star Killer unique, and yeah, you have all that power on tap. That is, it's a monster. And that would be on offense or defense. It would be a monster. Basically, if you see that team on defense, and I don't know, you don't have something of the grade of Sith Eternal, where you can just shut off the sides from critically striking, something else, just overwhelming, maybe even Bane, something like that, you could have a tough time. You could have a really tough time. But yeah, congratulations on getting close to that team. Big deal. Great team.
Getting cocained again.
No, I like it because I mean it's making it have more of a matte finish. Otherwise, you would be looking pretty damn shiny. Which, I don't remember Maul looking so sweaty looking. You know what I'm saying? So I like it.
Happy Darth Maul.
That's right.
I'm just trying to make it so you can get your headphones on for a bit.
It's all right, they're fine there. I can hear Tess, and we can hear the skewers. And...
Whale steel.
Yes. They were getting powder all over them.
It's okay.
Yeah, you're welcome, Bazinga. Good question. Good question. Keep them coming, party people.
Keep them coming, guys. This is the Jedi Academy. Now, we're going to be going a little bit longer here today. Just because...
when are you looking to pack this up? Because that's going to tell me whether or not I'm going to pour a drink.
Well, we're going to be here a while, brother. If you need a drink, man, I ain't going to stop you on that.
Well, I don't need a drink. I was
Desi
thinking if I'm here, I don't know, like it's almost 1:30. If this goes on past 2 o'clock, I'd say 2 o'clock's a good pour a first drink.
I think so.
Time.
I agree.
2 p.m. on a Saturday, that sounds like a good one.
Sucking up powder though.
You hear that? I'm sucking up the powder.
It's very
No,
tasty.
I didn't really see the value of it until now, because if you take a look at yourself in the camera, look at your forehead. Like, you see how matte that finish looks now? Like, it looks really good. But if you look down by your lips and your lower jaw where it's still shiny, you know, the shininess is distracting from the striking color, you know? So I
Like
definitely
clown
can
style.
appreciate. I definitely appreciate the powder. It's doing its job.
If I had brought my brush, this would be a lot easier. I just completely forgot about it.
Womprat says, "Wait, 2 p.m. for the first drink. Damn, so the 10 a.m. one was a bit early then?
Nah.
Hangover cure? I mean, no judgment, man. You know, I used to get up with some pretty hard partying people. We'd party on Friday. We'd wake up wherever we woke up on Saturday, get the first couple drinks in, go out for group breakfast, come back, and then party the entire rest of the day. Like, I've done it. I just I've done all I needed to of that. At least on any type of routine basis.
Yes, I do.
You do what?
Oh, I lost my prop.
Why he needed 10 drinks. Or
Well,
no, 10 a.m. drinks. 10 a.m. drinks. I was about to say, all right, there might be circumstances for which, you know, somebody might need drinks at 10 a.m.
Yes.
Need is a strong word, but I'll indulge it. What you wouldn't need in any circumstance is 10 drinks, I think. I don't think you can say you need that. I mean, I guess you can, but then, you know, serious problem. I need 10 drinks and I don't have a drinking problem. Asake says, I have 5 kids. 10 a.m. seems like a great starting point.
Yes, it does.
Close your eyes.
Congratulations on the big family, man.
Close.
Why not says here to Desi, I just got out of the theater with the family. We saw K-pop Demon Hunters.
Ah! Did you love it? 'Cause I loved it. I thought it was great. I'm gonna make Ranger watch it at some point.
Fantastic. MJ, you got 4 kids, 2 girls, 2 boys. Congratulations on that, man. Who knew Ranger enjoyed powder bukkake? Says Wolfman. Yeah, it's something. I gotta say, the process is something to behold.
Oh. All right, raise your eyebrows. Keep them raised.
Oh my God, Boma says, I am the 12th of 16 kids. All the same mom and dad, no adoptions, no twins or multiple births. But I have none of my own. I mean, that kind of tracks. Somebody coming, if I had 15 siblings, I could understand the merits of being child-free. I think I probably could. I could see that. I'm the oldest of 3. I think between 2 and 4 is a pretty reasonable number. And hey, if you're set up to have 5+ kids, good on you. Good on you.
Mine just had 1. They couldn't handle anymore.
one and done is a pretty popular thing these days. I guess it wasn't unheard of in your parents' generation either, but usually the 2 point something kids is what we're known for.
Oh yeah, I'm sure that was the goal, and then they got me, and they're like, I think we're good.
Yeah. Yeah, Boma, I don't know where you're from, but if you are the 12th of 16 kids, yeah, there were 4 more after you. And, the average player of this game is like, in their 30s. So they still went on after you. I gotta say, like, did they certainly no internet, like nothing else to do in that sense. What was it? What, like, how little do you have to do where it's like, what, let's get back into bed? This is actually very funny for me. This reminds me of my godmother. My godmother had something like 17 kids herself, and her husband, we called him Uncle Jim. The joke was he was like a construction foreman. And the joke is that, oh man, he must never be home having to support a family so large. And of course, the joke is he's home long enough.
I'll let that settle.
I'm so pretty.
You look pretty good. Hi.
Evo says Boma's dad had to have a crazy potency datacron. Yeah, he did. And that's a all max health only character, if you know what I'm saying. No protection.
Yeah, good protein.
No protection, if you dig. Max health character only. Call his dad Darth Malik. That's fantastic. Boma says they saw the original version of the movie Cheaper by the Dozen when they were dating and decided they wanted 12, and then they kept going. I mean, of all the things to inspire you to have a family so large, that movie must have changed their lives. They saw the hijinks and said, I want that for myself. That's right, Ranger is auditioning for ICP, according to MJ.
They just keep saying it. Oh, man. Magnets, how do they work?
That's right. God. So many meme-worthy songs over the years. You're a funny man, MJ. So what else we got out here, folks? Some questions, Grand Arena stuff, mechanics stuff, account stuff. How should I mod this stuff? Any and all of that.
Really serious makeup.
All right, I'm getting painted as Darth Maul. So
Mhm.
get those questions in, guys. I know a lot of you are just watching. That's okay, but I mean, you've got the legend himself, Task here. So if you have any GC questions, any questions pertaining to your accounts, modding, this is the guy to ask.
Happy to help. Solip coming in. I have a question. What quality of life changes would you like to see made to the game? I don't know. The biggest one they resolved where you couldn't side scroll on datacrons just in your own roster. Uh, what I would like is, you know how on the focus datacrons they actually, when you're in the detailed view, you still have the summary of the stats. I'd still like the summary of the stats shown on every datacron. I think that'd be a little convenience. There aren't really a lot of quality of life changes I need, because even the ones that I'm happy that they've added
Speaking on
were
Mm.
pretty minor inconveniences that, it's nice. So if they end up surprising me with more, that'd be cool, but not so bad. A better mod management? What would that look like, Boba Fett? What does that mean? Because I still do all my mod stuff in game, and I mean it gets a job. I'm a job done. I'm able to sort every which way that I want to. Yeah, MJ wants to know what's your ICP name, Ranger. So yeah,
None yo business.
wow, that's a good one. I like that. It's a good one. You need more mod loadouts? Really? Because I, honest to God, never use them. I'd say it's been years. And when I do use them in game, it's for something like a team that I need to switch into for raid mods. But even then, I'd rather just use hot utils. Snapshots of mods in game would be nice, so you could put everything back in one click. Yeah, so I mean, if they decided to go, if they were to take a look at the other stuff out there, like Hot Utils and Omega Bot, and if CG decided they wanted to eat their lunch and integrate more of that kind of functionality into the game, I guess they could, but But yeah, I mean that's why these tools are so popular. Is there? Wait, if you use hot utils and you're not doing all your mod management in game? No, I'm saying like snapshots. Like when you're talking about having a snapshot, I associate that with hot utils because they have that feature, right? Like I know that that feature exists. So, like when I say that I don't use it, I don't use the automation feature for my own Grand Arena mods. What I will do with Hot Utils is it's like, I'm going to switch to whatever team for raid or something. I'll take a snapshot of my Grand Arena mods, then remod whatever I need for the raid, save that so I could load into that some other time in the future, and then when I'm done with that fight, I can use that screenshot or that snapshot to revert back right into my Grand Arena mods. That's about the most I'll do. But when I say use hot utils for modding, I mean for viewing and slicing and selling mods, or using the automation feature to remod your characters, your whole roster even. That's about it. Yeah. If that's the kind of mod management stuff, like those features that I'm talking about with just having the snapshot and stuff, if that's what you're looking for them to add, yeah, and that would mean they're integrating stuff that's in these other tools. They could go and do that, yes, anytime. Ranger, I know you gotta keep still and keep focused there, but what do you think? Quality of life improvements for Swugga? Is there something that you're still craving?
Not particularly. I mean, I heard the mods discussion going on. I think loadouts, because we've had so many new characters, to add additional loadouts would be really nice.
Mhm.
You can tell.
Oh, a lot of stuff for you.
I mentioned it to you in a direct message once. But I'd have to go back and look at Discord.
Yeah, Boma says, I should be able to save loadouts for each game mode. Then when I get into that game mode, it should auto-load those. So, I mean, yeah, okay. I could see that. It's not a bad idea. What else says, I have standard mod loadouts for most characters, but I have raid loadouts, TB loadouts, etc. We have over 300 characters and only 200 loadouts in game. I guess, like I said, I almost never use the in-game loadout feature. So if you guys are feeling that pinch, then I could see the case. You want ship mods, Asake? Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of folks want to see more progression. If you like Fleet in this game, then you kind of want to see some type of progression added. But I've always been wary about ship mods, guys, because it depends on what ship mods means. If it means mods for ships in the way that we have mods for characters, then that implies that there's a way that you could more or less whale to get yourself more good mods, right? Like, even if it isn't directly giving you better mods, it's giving you more access to seeing more mods, the same way that whaling on mods is now. Like, you want to get really good mods, you just need to keep farming more mods. The more crystals you can throw into that effort, the better your mods will get, the faster they'll get, you know? My concern is, yeah, that it could be an arms race that a lot of players end up getting shut out of. Like, it'll further stratify the high level of the game. Like, oh man, if you didn't whale out for the ship mods, then you're just gonna straight up lose against this guy who's got them all for everything, and blah 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 blah. And the thing is I think most people want mods to feel like there's flexibility for it, but the way that the ship meta is, I think, and because you can only, like, you start the battle with 3 characters, can field up to 5, but it's not often in most fights that you get up to 5 characters and it matters. So it's really like the modding of those first 3 characters and 1 reinforcement matters a lot, right? And that means that there's going to end up being an optimized meta way to mod them, which means that we're all in an arm race to pursue the same mods. So you just added another rung on the ladder, really. You're not, if it ends up being the worst case scenario, then it could just be another arms race to get that next little rung. It's not a meaningful choice for your roster if you don't, if there ends up being a really strong meta way to do it, you know? Like, if they added the ability to put defense mods on your tank ships, very few would be the tank ship that wouldn't be in defense mods. Maybe they would be in tenacity or something. And maybe you guys are envisioning mods being something completely different for ships than they are for characters, in terms of not being by stats. Maybe being in terms of ship parts that might add stats and add other effects. Like, there's a right way that they could add ship mods and have it be meaningful for choices, but the problem is, anytime you're adding something like this, people will solve for a meta and reduce your really complex new system into an arms race for the optimal solution. That's always the thing that they should be rightly hesitant about when they look at adding new features, is how are people going to game those features themselves? It's fair. Simming raid to your previously earned crate. Wow. See, this is... maybe I'm just unimaginative, because I would love that, Solip. Like, those couple of fights, just that triple with the dark side clones, being able to sim that, because I eventually do get a max score for the raid, the full 18 million every time, but that one, and I want to say the triple with Keller and Beck, sometimes takes a few attempts to line up, and being able to sim that would be awesome. That's a great suggestion. Good one, Solid. MJ says, increase the dodge percentage in ships. That's what you want from ship mods? Shame on you. Shame. Bite your tongue
Sir.
hard.
You can jiggle your screen and... We're almost done, though.
Hey.
Wow. What a look. That is really coming together.
Thank you!
Man. That is cosplay grade right there, man. You'd
Oh,
be
thank you.
Right at home. Right at home at the convention. And what's great is because of the powder, you don't even look unwashed. You know? Like you look like you got a shower before you started all this. That's amazing.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I didn't spend 3 years as a clown for nothing, you know?
That's right. That's right. That's sure. Yeah, yeah. More agreement from the chat about the horns. You know, if this is something that you might do again, for any reason.
Oh, if we do it again, we're getting horns.
Well, you got to hit up the Lost Womp Rat because he is a 3D printer aficionado. He has his own at-home setup, and he did say he would design up and you know print up and ship you over a set of horns. Let's see another one here. Yeah, Essex Hammer says, Desi, that is so good.
Thank you.
Yeah. MJ says, does Desi have Sith contacts? Like, who taught you how to do these tattoos, these Sith tattoos? I guess they're what male, whatever Night Sisters do to their males. That's the tattoos that you have.
You know. I guess this is kind of like a Night Sister adorning a male, isn't it?
Something like that, yes. You'd be more or less carving it into his skin, but yes. Oh, I see. Oh, I see, MJ. Sith eye contacts. Yeah. Do you have the Sith eyes to give him? Can we get the yellow-eyed Darth Maul?
Not today, but, you know, at some point.
Some point. And honestly, it actually works. This is a really good idea as a concept because your face works well for having Darth Maul stand out.
It's not perfect, but I'm having to kind of improv some shit.
Now, Salop said, my quality of life is a break on marquees every 6 months so people can work on other projects, and CG can knock the cobwebs out of their coding. Yeah. Very rare is the software that is thinking about the natural problems that would come from having a lifespan of greater than 10 years. It's tough to think about. Like, I know they did that big system overhaul like a year or so ago, wasn't it? That was before they changed the art on a bunch of characters. They had that background infrastructure update. I want to believe that gives them the space to correct for potential spaghetti code issues as they continue to grow the game, but they're not, you know, I mean, the game's only on because it continues to print a ton of money every month. Nobody's going to convince anybody to have them stop having a every month release cadence, right? That's just going to be happening. So, but I hear you. There are a lot of folks that do not like the cadence of the current marquee releases. I am not personally bothered, but what personally bothers me is definitely not representative. Yeah, it prints money because of the type of game it is. That's right. Yeah, everybody is understanding that. And they're saying from their end, it's like, right, so you understand that. So you understand that we're going to keep pushing the game in the direction where you will have strong incentive to spend money regularly. I mean, yeah, they're going to want to keep going for that. Yeah, it's targeted towards an older audience with a career, definitely a career level job for sure. Able to shell out hundreds per character. Yeah, I'd say it's about 130 is what it seems to be, right? Like gear aside, just for the stars to have them at 7 stars by the end of their first marquee run. You get them up to you get them up to 6 stars, and then another
went out of
10
business.
shards after that. So 10 shards out of 100, and then you can ride that initial marquee event all the way to 7
I'm sure there's got to
stars.
be a Spirit Halloween.
If
popping
you're
up
willing to
soon
do that,
for
it only
all of
costs
them.
between 120 and 130 dollars. I want to say.
Which
Which again, for, considering
Compacts
you
are
can have
costly.
one of these a month, maybe a little more as far as the rate goes. Yeah, that's a lot of money to throw at a phone game for a lot of people. Completely get that. And
What
that's
I really
bur-
need is proper makeup.
but if you were wailing on
They have
characters
do crazy shit
before
with
that,
this stuff.
even
But
every
it's got to
once
be
in
like big and floofy. I mean, like a paintbrush would actually do really well.
I don't want to cut off Desi if she's.
Do you think you got one out in the garage, maybe?
Yeah, I don't know where it would be.
That's fine.
Yeah, I think that I think that if you were whaling out in the older days, then this is a blessing the way it is now. Even with the cadence the way it is, because it was basically between $300 and $400. You were lucky if it was closer to the $300 side. It was more like $400 for every new marquee release, and that was just 4 shards. With this new marquee system, you get the rewards at the different tiers, the repeatable daily rewards, stuff that helps you advance the character, like Zeta materials, Omicron materials. You used to get nothing but character shards for whatever money you were throwing at a new character. All that other stuff was your problem, man. You can go buy that as a separate offering from the store. You got no help. So, true. If you're the type of person where you're free to play or very light spender, I could understand why that change feels like it put pressure on you. I do. I still think it's a net good, though.
So damn good.
And I don't think they're going to ever change it, so don't hold your breath on that particular quality of life change.
Not to toot my own horn or anything, but you're badass.
Depressed Wampa says, I just want Profundity to assist more. I'd be happy with just that. Who among us has not been bitten by the cruel sting of Han Solo, just sitting there, feet up on the dashboard, watching the days go by? It's never more frustrating than when you're actually doing the mirror. The mirror is where it really hurts, because, of course, their fleet's going to get all the assists and you get none. This is the way. Solop says, yeah, it's producing less every year. It made 88 million last year. It was around 132 million during COVID. I would say what's the year over year like the last 3 years? Because COVID was a pretty unique time, right? Like, yes, I expect a number of sales metrics were way out of whack for the COVID times, just because of the nature of the situation, So maybe because people are shut in more, mobile game spending was generally up and Swugga benefited. That sounds plausible. That sounds plausible.
Well, we're getting there.
Look at you, man. Yeah, that powder, look at that. All that shininess is gone. Yeah, that matte finish look to it looks really great.
Oh, man.
Well, thank you very much.
It's very nice.
Let's reveal ourselves to the Jedi. Perhaps we will have revenge. Oh, man. Well, you really feel it caked on there.
Oh, yeah? You feel it when you try to blink or move your face muscles?
you can feel it, yeah.
That's funny. Yeah, without the horns, it is...
We're about to look to see if there's
honestly,
any horns nearby. We're going to look.
Honestly, looks pretty good, though. 'Cause- 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 'cause
What would we want to look up?
Looking it up.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we'll get the horns and the eyes. Maybe we'll see if there's something nearby, so we can at least get the horns and everything for you guys. And what I could do is take off my Darth Revan cape back and use that with the hood.
Oh, that would be so cool.
Yeah, I think you're generally right, Solid. Like, corporations won't look at how much they're making. They see how much less they're making in this type of situation. That might be generally applicable, but I think I think you could say that's generally applicable to the economy, where there's a certain amount of fixed cost and R&D that you got to do. I don't think that really applies. Like fixed cost, you can, have a pretty small team continue to develop and make Swugga, even if they wanted to throw a bunch more resources. There's only so much more that they could functionally gain from, right? The point being, like, this is a money printer, man. As long as Star Wars continues to put out content where new original characters continuously be added, there's no reason this thing will shut off. Doesn't matter if they're making less, I think, year over year. I mean, it would take a really substantial, not drop of revenue, I think, but rather actual low revenue for them to be like, yeah, this isn't even worth having the servers on. Shut it down. Shut it all down. It would take pretty much that and nothing but that for them to shut it off. Why would they shut off a low-cost money printer? Some months it produces more money than others. Some years more than others, Okay. All right, Solip says, the new tunes don't bother me except when their lore is stupid, like pirates in an Order 66 raid. That's fair. I mean, I guess they can afford to skip 1 week of marquees twice a year. Sure, what you're saying for doesn't sound unreasonable, and sorry if I made it sound like it was preposterous as a concept. I just think it's obviously not gonna happen because of the nature of the game, right? So, sorry if I came off the wrong way there. All right, so you're saying in 2016 it grossed 128 million, 17 was 154, then after that was 138, 112, 2020 was 128. Okay, 2021 132, 2022 was 111 million, 90 million, 88. Yeah, definitely clearly down given the full length trend of the game. Sure. Yeah. The year they drop True Revan is going to make so much money. That is the thing. I guess you could say that, guys. Like, we've been saying how some of these factions have been kind of uninspiring, but if they're cool teams, then we'll appreciate that. Those of us that actually like the strategy of the game, that are less collectors, can make use of that. But for sure, from a hype point of view and getting collectors to spend their dollars on it, making fan favorite characters and teams and stuff, they have the incentive to look to that. But they still got to do it right. It still will only give them points for doing that if it still fits within the architecture of what otherwise makes the game successful, right? So we'll see. Yeah, I mean, it's tough to say. This game's already rewriting history for... I haven't really played a lot of other mobile games, but this has to be one of the longest running / most successful. I want to say, like, Candy Crush is a classic, Clash of Clans is a classic. Didn't play any of those. They might be longer running and possibly higher grossing, but neither of those things, I think, have the inherent staying power of something backed by an IP like Star Wars. So it's uniquely qualified to buck whatever trends there might otherwise be in mobile gaming for longevity,
think, baby girl?
revenue.
Get the hood on.
See, this is you coming in from the desert. This is hot. I like this. This is a solid look. In absence of the horns, solid. Looking sharp there, man.
I'll use the hood. I gotta have to get a new shirt and make it all black because obviously I look like I just went on a binger in Bogota, Colombia.
Mm-hmm.
You know how much powder that is. Jesus Christ. But yes, this is to thank all you guys. We've got the new Mando helmet coming in with the nice stuff. We've got the other stuff that I needed to work on the armor and things. So this is trade off. I get makeuped up and I will wear this all day long. I'll have to get the red lightsaber, but I have a lightsaber we can use. So yes, so this is my say. This is the deal. So thank you guys very much. I know, right? I don't have any death sticks. Tass didn't sell me any.
That's right. I went home and rethought my life. I decided that
I don't know if Des is going to take the black paint all the way down. So yeah, she's going to take a break. So we'll do this next. But she's just taking a break and she's looking up horns right now.
Mm-hmm.
Can get some.
I'm
today.
telling you. I mean, well, if the goal is to have it for today, then I guess she's got to do what she's doing. But otherwise, I would just DM Womp.
Yeah, we want to do. Yeah, Womp will get it squared away, but let's see if we can get him today. Like that.
Yeah,
any contact place or horn place around here. There's got to be some kind of like a party city or something along that lines.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You are not the only person that has faced this imminent problem, and we are about 2 months away from Halloween. So
yeah, and I will
out
be in
there
the full
trying to make
Beskar
it up.
Mando costume for Halloween. I don't know if I looked as good as Maul, I could go around as Maul. I don't know how you guys feel about that.
I think you're pulling it off. I think you are.
No, she's looking up prices. She's looking up supplies. She's got to do because we still have to paint all this. I'll put on a black shirt and stuff, and then what's that, baby? She's found him. I don't know if I still have my karate gi. I do. They had Jedi robes. I'd get those too. Black Jedi robes. So yeah, we'll see what we can pull off today. Yeah, I think Desi did a really good job. She did a really, really good job. Prepping a slow roast. Looking good there, Ranger. Yes.
That's right.
There's some questions on YouTube. So yeah, we'll go a little while longer here while Desi's taking a break because she's doing good work. But it's very you guys can see the full Monty, the full Monty. Hello, Kimmy baby over on YouTube. Darcelea, good to see you.
Yeah, I was just gonna say I haven't looked at YouTube in a couple minutes. I see a couple questions there. Let's see here. Yeah, LC asks, "Hey Tess, do you play other mobile games?" No, not really. I just love Star Wars. The only reason I even picked this game up is because it was a Star Wars game. So, nope, not really.
Egg Darth Maul.
Hey
Trevor Bow
Kim, good to
says,
see you in the chat. Good to see you, Kim. Yeah, Trevor Boy Gaming says Desi did an awesome job. I like it a lot.
We're not done.
It's come a long way.
Yeah. Just letting the paint dry with the powder and everything, and she's taking a break and she's looking up some stuff like where to get some horns and stuff that she can put on. And well, if we've got the hoodie, I'll put on another black shirt and robes, and yeah. Oh, there's Desi Jingle Snarf Snarf. Snarf Snarf. Let me see. Has my opponent made any attack yet? They have not. Terrifying. Yes, if you guys have any GAC questions, if you have any Swuggo questions, account questions, modding questions, anything Swuggo related. I think we were talking about what the next era is going to be. I said this task. I'm going to stick with it. I think they're doing a ship era.
Interesting.
Like for the pirates, because how are they going to introduce them unless they do it through the era episode? The way they've got it set up. Because I think that would be different. It'd be interesting, you know. I don't know how you feel about
Fair.
that. Like we'll have a ship in Conquest for the fleet, probably most likely pirates, right? And the capital ship will be just like, you know, you're working on a Galactic Legend kind of journey guide.
Makes
Could be
sense.
wrong. Make sure you knuckleheads, if you aren't already following Tass, please follow Tass and Trevor Bio Gaming and all these wonderful other content creators. And thanks to everybody that came out and especially David McKinley yesterday, putting the paint on old Princess Scribbles. I had fun last night. I drank sake and some strawberry margaritas. It was fun.
Oh wow, that sounds deceptively delicious.
It really is. Well, because the sake's got that. I add hot sauce when my shots of sake. Of
Wow.
course, warm sake. You have to have warm sake. Yeah. Loop you. Never you say. Nah.
All right, yeah. All right, Ranger. Yeah,
Yes.
prepare yourself. Take a
Yes.
deep breath. Center yourself, and deliver the best Kenobi scream
Kenobi?
that you can.
Okay. Kenobi!
Solid. I mean, I could tell that you lifted your head a little away from the mic because you faded out a little, but you came back in at the end. I caught it.
Yeah, well, I was trying not to scream directly into the mic, so I was letting it.
Fair. That's fair.
How powerful do you guys expect the new GL ship to be, Ranger Task? Only beatable by Leviathan or multiple counters? I don't know, man. It's just how they balance it, if they do. Right? If it's the top of the meta, it should only be the last meta that has a shot at it, right? Or it's a mirror. But outside of that, but then the community gets stuff and they like, hey, I found that if we use the Admiral Ryder theme with these 3 ships, we can beat it easily. And that's what that's what we do.
Yeah, they're definitely going to design it with the intention that certainly not only it can beat it, right? Like they're not going to rely on you to only be able to win in a mirror match. So I expect that it would still be competitive, if not always with Profundity, then certainly with Leviathan, because generally Leviathan's a better fleet than Profundity, like a stronger, more one-size-fits-all fleet. So I'd be very surprised if it just hard shut out Leviathan. I would expect somehow at least Leviathan, if not Leviathan and Profundity, to be generally competitive with it. And then, like what Ranger was just saying, of course, people are going to test with other fleets, which is not going to be inside CG's intention, probably. But people will nevertheless find possible, if not reliable, counters using fleets that are not Profundity and Leviathan. Stuff like that. Like, I imagine it'll be doable, perhaps not reliable. That seems to fit with their design ethos. So, yeah.
Good question.
Yeah, it was a good one.
I'm adjusting to my makeup condition.
Yeah.
Ooh, it's different.
Kim says, next era, maybe we finally get the Eternal Twins. And
Oh, that's not cool.
Yeah, the Zakul thing. Yeah.
Valkorian
What is
variant.
it?
Yeah.
Vexen and Arcan.
Yep.
Are their names?
Yeah.
I forget their mother's name, but she was a badass.
I always forget her. It starts with M, I think. I always forget because.
And then what's the daughter?
Valorian.
What was
I'm
it?
sorry. Is it Valkorian? Or
No, Valkorian's
yes.
the dad.
Valkorian.
That's
He's vitiate. No, Valkorian's the
Vitiate
dad.
/ Valkorian.
I thought it was Valen. Valen, I think is her name.
Valen, yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah, it'd be great to see those. That's what I'm saying. Like, as far as predicting which era, when we were talking about this earlier, as far as predicting, I don't know that you can predict. Like, I think that's part of the fun of it, is that there are these unrelated story arcs in Star Wars that they can just decide they want to do next. You know, there's no reason that you should have expected the pirate era after anything else in particular. There's nothing else that would lend you towards that. So I think they can continue to surprise us with what what era they choose to bring, but would love to see that. I mean, we've a lot of fans have long been wanting to see. We got
Senya, that's her
when
name.
we got Sith Eternal Emperor. I think a lot of people were hoping it would be something to do with the Sith Eternal Emperor, aka Darth Vitiate, aka Valkorion. That Sith Eternal Emperor. Instead, we got from the last movie, Episode 9, and I mean, he's Pappy Zappy is a cool dude. He's a cool dude. He is nowhere near as cool to the story as Valkorion, Vitiate. What's his other name? Is Darth Tenebrae. I think that was his first name, was Darth Tenebrae. Maybe it was Tenebrae. No, I think Tenebrae is someone else, actually.
Yeah, I think Darth Tenebrae was his original name, and then he became.
No, I
Vitiate.
think Vitiate is this guy. I think Vitiate was his only Darth name. Tenebrae is someone else.
Well, he was named something.
He had 3 names though. I forget what his other one was. I'll get back to it.
I'll have to go to the Wikipedia, but I'm pretty sure. But yeah, he started off as a Sith. He's really ancient. Like, people don't realize how old he is, and.
But you would see that in
created the Sith Empire, and then did all that. But that was just to go set up another empire as Valkorion. Then that's right. What? Let me go look it up. Now that you get me. Oh, it was Tenebrae. Tenbrae.
Okay. Could have sworn that was
Darth
someone else.
Tenebrae or Bra. Known to the old Sith Empire as Vitiate, he constructed the Sith Empire. Then it became the immortal Emperor Valkorion.
Okay, see, that's why I was having my wire crossed. Evo's in the chat says Tenebris was Darth Plagueis' master.
Tenebra is his name, yeah.
So whatever, yeah. But yeah, I mean,
yeah, he was only 2,600 years old. That's all.
Like other folks were saying, they can print money with whatever faction they go with. But if they want to make it the real money, they gotta put out the factions that are fan favorites, and folks will show up just to collect. Yeah.
Yeah, he goes all the way back to Ragnos.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, and if and if we get that, we would have that would be the era to bring back in the unified Revan, right? So the era would be he would be the top level character, and then maybe Vitiate is something. See, that's the thing. If there's ever somebody that deserved to be a galactic legend, I'd hate for them to make him just something like a legendary or epic confrontation or whatever, because that is a very galactic legend guy. So maybe that's it. You have you have like a legendary character like Revan. I think. This is an old argument about who really qualifies to be a galactic legend.
I would say the Father. We can do the Celestials. That's one that comes to mind.
See, those I don't think should ever be playable characters.
I think that'd be
Neither should Abeloth. Whenever we have her realized, like some of these, or what's his name, the from Rebels that Kanan and then they learn
Darth Bane.
Huh?
Who is it?
The what was he, like a living tree, a living mountain, something?
Oh, the was it Boken?
You know who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, like none of those should be playable characters. They're essentially, demigod or godlike beings.
The Bendo, yeah.
Yeah, the Bendu. The Bendu. Yeah, that guy. That guy was dope. Was not having anybody's shit. Jedi or Sith alike.
What's funny is because originally where the Jedi and the Legends formed on the original planet, their three philosophy was you're always the name Bendo is actually the state of being in the Force that they try to be. So they would work on. They were too light side. They'd have to go spend time on the dark side place to become more balanced. So and that was where they get the names Ashen and Boken from.
Yeah, good ideas, Kim. We'll see what they do.
We'll see what they do. I mean, we just gotta get through the pirate stuff. Ugh.
Yeah, I mean, whatever. I think it is going to be good kits. Like, I like where they're going with these kits so far. And
yeah, the Prophet. The Prophet is pretty cool. It's a cool concept.
Yeah, well, I was just about to say, Prophet's been with us for a long time, but building a team that has more interplay and more interaction with Prophet, as opposed to being just some effect that you just want to build up to 5 stacks of, and that's it. There's a choices to be made with it, and how many of those stacks you want to use to fuel certain abilities. Fun stuff. Yeah, we should also never get the wills, Evos. Yeah, we can all sit here and think of mystical demigod or godlike beings in Star Wars media, extended media that absolutely should not be regular parts of your roster. Like, maybe you use them in an event. You have a raid where if you have all the other qualifying characters, this character is also part of your raid team. Get to use them. I mean, that'd be cool. That's a cool way to experience the power of a character. Something I'll never forget. Like, this is something that Final Fantasy games did pretty well. Is you remember in Final Fantasy VII in the early part of the game where you get to play alongside Sephiroth and command him in battle for at least one fight. And you got to experience, commanding the boss from your side. That was cool. But that was a limited experience, and you were meant to have that understanding. Like, this was a flashback. This was a memory. So, that'd be cool. Yeah, I absolutely agree. Yoda should have been a Galactic Legends.
I agree.
I think that they wore that out. I mean, Grandmaster Yoda is the highest form of Yoda, like in terms of his model, like being true to what Yoda was at the top of his game. That's that model. So it's already done. They've got Hermit Yoda, so there's not a bunch of other Yodas. So I don't know what to tell you there. But that's where the game was at the time.
And I can think of a ton of characters and factions that they could bring into this game that we don't have to, like, good. You've got all the Sith that they still haven't potentially touched. Exar Kun, Ula Queldroma. They can go back and do Bane with Zana. We have the whole Vong contingency. We have the whole Chiss contingency. I mean, Black Sun, we could start going on that. I mean, there is so many factions and stuff that they can bring into this game that would just be, the only limit is what they want to work on and which way they want to go. I know
it's just having competent people knowing at Disney and at CG knowing that what gold mine they have here. Because when Disney bought and decanonized, when they bought Star Wars and decanonized the extended universe, they gave themselves creative license to just make any kind of anything they want with that and adapt it to their taste and re-envision and retell that story without actually having to go out there and do the writing. They can just hire somebody to adapt that original material, which is something that, other viewers in the chat pointed out. Disney's known for doing that and turning, previously established stories or IP into a Disney-fied thing. If you have competent people, especially people who are fans of Star Wars running this, they can. This is just an infinite money thing. Infinite money glitch. And see what happens. We as a fan base, I think Star Wars fans get a lot of hate because of how toxic they can be about things, and rightly so for that. But one thing that we did well is we financially punished what was actual garbage. Like, there was a plan for Acolyte season 2. There was a vision for it.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
when the Dark Lord Bob Iger saw the financials and the ratings for the first one, he said, "I'll be goddamned if I sink another $200 million into a show that produces this."
Yeah.
So we spoke in the language that the market understood, and I still want to encourage Disney to take risks, though, right? Like you're gonna get, for every Mandalorian, you're gonna get some shows like Acolyte. You have to be willing to work with new people, new directors, new writers who have their own spin or how they want to do it, and the market will tell Disney how people want to see their Star Wars executed.
I'm just glad Andor hit as big as it did because it's such an amazing show.
That was
God.
another huge risk. That was a huge
I
risk.
know,
for the
right? And of all the shows we looked at that were coming out, who would have thought that Andor would have the most acclaim, the most intensity, the most everything that you're looking for? And a show, not just a Star Wars show, but a show.
It's a proper drama that
Yeah.
also happens to be set in the Star Wars universe.
Yeah, it's so good. If you've not seen Andor, please do. It's a slow burn and it builds, but it's important. This all
Not that
this
slow. It's got a good bit of action fairly soon out the gate. I take your point. Like narratively, it takes a while to get where it's
Yeah.
trying to go, but it's not a snooze fest show for
No,
anyone.
no, it's not. I found it fascinating. I found the dynamics of the characters from, and especially on the Empire side. What a great portrayal of how a fascist kind of, government, the way that they had it set up, how they just eat their own. It's incredible. I mean, the dynamics between the evil characters, was just, oh my God, they're so good. I mean, you just want to know what happens to each and every one of them.
Yeah.
Good.
And I mean, now Star Wars Scran in the chat says, I categorically reject all Disney Star Wars.
It's okay.
I think that's a poor view to take, man. Because for a couple reasons. First of all, suck it up, man. It's happened. They bought it. They own it. Anything else that's going to be coming out from it, it's going to be Disney. So, it just is that way. First off. Second off, there's things not to like. Like Acolyte was bad. Like I want to say maybe the
Book of
latter
Boba
season
Fett was not great.
that was not great. That third season of Mandalorian
No.
wasn't great. There have been some things that were either only partially successful, down to downright misses. But yeah, you would never get a show like Andor if you didn't have Disney having this view of the IP, right? They're gonna try. They said when they bought it, they're gonna continue things in a main movie story type. But they also want to explore standalone stories that they'll do as other movies or TV shows or whatever. And you got to take the bad with the good. You got to be, I want them to feel that freedom to keep making it, because you would never, if you had to just cook up a show from a Star Wars fan, if they didn't have the view of making this wide variety of Star Wars media, you would have never gotten Andor. You would have never gotten them to take the risk on Andor, because it's way offbeat from what most people would think you'd want, what a Star Wars fan would want to see in Star Wars. It's not what you would expect. When you see it for what it is, it absolutely makes sense. It's amazing. Amazing show. Don't want to take anything away from it. But it never would have been made if it had to just stand up on its own merits outside of this environment where Disney wants to take a wide approach at monetizing Star Wars. So you gotta take the bad with the good.
Yeah, trust me. There's been some bad, but there's been some outstanding, just incredible stuff from some of these shows.
Yeah.
But I can respect your opinion on it. I mean, some people, that's just the viewpoint they have. I'm like, that's cool, man.
Yeah, I mean, you can't fight the only game in town. They're the only ones that own Star Wars, and if you're gonna reject it, it's like, then I guess for the rest of what I would expect to be your lifespan, you're gonna be rejecting it, because I don't see Disney selling Star Wars soon.
No, I mean, there's been some rumors and stuff, but we'll see what the new direction they're going to go. I'm excited for Ahsoka season 2. The Mole animated show looks pretty incredible with young Darth Talon and stuff. And I think they're bringing back Sam Witwer to do that voice, and that looks really,
Amazing.
really good.
That's a man that needs more work in
Oh
Star
my
Wars.
God, and he's such a Star Wars junkie. It's incredible.
Yeah, he's but that's another lesson that Disney has learned. They put Filoni in charge, right? And now I know that Kathleen Kennedy's on a glide path out.
Yes.
Although prior to her leaving, she had already been largely deferential to him on creative direction. And so the point is that they've come to an understanding. I think they know what they've got in the sense that this absolutely can be monetized in a million different ways, but it still has to be done with the care and the passion that only a fan would have at the top. You need that type of person at the top. So as long as they stick to that, I think the future for Star Wars is still net positive. Like I think that is still the case. Say what you will about the newer shows that have been of middling to poor quality. I still think that Star Wars is net better for it. Like that first season, the first and possibly second season of Mandalorian, some of the very best stuff ever put into Star Wars. Some of the very best stuff. Like
real quick,
world building and just
real quick. Keep that thought. I just have to acknowledge Nucci with the raid. Thank you, my friend. Yes. We'll let Taz finish this thought here real quick, but just want to welcome all the raiders. Yes, it is makeup day. We hit a goal, and so Desi Jingle Snarf, who's doing a little research, so she's trying to see if she can get some horns for me and stuff, is over there doing some research. They're taking a break. We still have some more to do, but yeah, we hit our goal, and I didn't know she was going to do this, so I am now. I knew she was going to do something. I didn't know what I was going to become Darth Maul. So we're still in the process of letting the paint dry and all that stuff and everything. And oh, here comes Desi Jingle Snarf herself. Yes, the makeup artist extraordinaire. But yeah, we'll get all this painted. I'm sure she will. Get the neck and everything and stuff, and then yeah. Oh, she's doing it now.
Yeah, now, Star Wars Scran said, it's all fake Star Wars that damages George's legacy as it all connects to their continuity. They lied to George and relegated his expanded universe to legends. It's fake lore and fake Star Wars. I mean, as a fan, I can appreciate that your loyalty is to the purity of George's vision. I can see that. I can see that. Yeah. For me as a practical matter, it's moot. He doesn't control it anymore. I think I did hear some time back, maybe that's what you were alluding to, Ranger, that there was some type of conversation about George maybe buying it back or something.
Yeah, I
don't know. Sorry.
Yeah, I'd heard some rumors about some different organizations, companies, buying stores. I heard Amazon might be interested in buying it, that kind of stuff. So, but
okay, yeah. So different rumors than what I'd heard. I mean, when and if that should happen, I'll reevaluate my stance. But the fact is, until there's a real indication of something else, it's going to be with Disney, and I do want to support the notion of them making a ton of stuff in Star Wars. I think it's a great idea that Star Wars isn't just movies. It can be TV shows. It can be animated shorts. It can be video games. It can, we had a lot of this stuff, of course, already growing up, but the idea of more of it and being more money being allocated by Disney to have a variety of concurrent projects all going so that maybe only some of them are successful, but you only need, one show to be a smash hit success. Like Mandalorian has forever changed the merchandise profile of Star Wars. You know what I'm saying? Like an entire generation of children is growing up with a Grogu stuffy. You know what I'm saying? Like,
don't mind little old me. I'm just getting my makeup on.
Let's see. Kathleen Kennedy should be the next galactic. She kills everything she touches.
Oh my.
But yeah, then I see what was it? Hevorius says she's actually the reason Andor exists.
That's very true.
I believe that. I mean, ultimately, she was the person that was in charge at the time that would have had to greenlight it. So, yeah, and that was a very risky move. It's difficult to paint anybody as a sole villain. But the fact is that over time they've given creative control to people who are fans, and where they failed, like the Acolyte. Where I don't believe it was conceived of and executed by real fans, like true fans of Star Wars, because there were too many inconsistencies for it to make sense. When they do that and they wander off what the fans expect, also just delivering a substandard show besides, like aside from being, just not really connecting well to the roots of Star Wars in general, it wasn't great and it's on its own merit as a show that wasn't Star Wars, right? Like just from a writing, character performances point of view sort of thing. So it was otherwise weak, but it was especially weak for what we would expect from the best of Star Wars. And the market spoke. It was good. Liking it, Ranger. Getting that full blackout.
Yep.
Yeah, the action scenes in The Acolyte
were good. Very good.
They were good. They in no way justified the length of that show, or how much hogwash there was on either side of those great fight scenes. Even within the episodes that they were from, they didn't make it feel like watching the whole episode was worth it. It was the only thing maybe memorable from the episode, but as far as being worth an hour of your time, I don't know about that, man. Do you think we ever will see Acolyte stuff in Swagga? Asks Atticus. Absolutely, just a matter of when, right? You can't really say when stuff's coming. We were saying earlier, who really expected the pirates to come when they did? But
Red's cracking.
yeah, eventually.
The red's cracking through in some places.
All right. Ranger, I think I'm probably going to have to take off here.
Okay, buddy. Go ahead and do your thing. I know you got family and stuff.
Thank you
Well,
for
it's
being
not even
here.
that. It's that I have an Erodium this round, so I don't have a real match of my own.
Yep.
But one of my patrons, Striker, is himself like a top 50 player. And he's got a good match. And he's a UK person, but he's home for the evening and he's available. And I can at least give the people a good match to watch.
Yeah.
It isn't my good match. to
Yeah.
watch.
I love when you do that. Show other stuff. Let the other people be the highlight. That's really cool. Oh, our opponent's attacking. Finally. Oh.
Yeah, no, I love hosting good matches and stuff, and just being somewhere between an angel on the shoulder and the two old men puppets from the Muppets. Yeah, somewhere between there. Anyways,
Yes.
thank you for having me, man.
Thank you, Taz, for being here, brother, and holding the fort down. Appreciate it, my friend.
Thank you. You're the best.
All right, yeah, I'll be announcing on my Discord here in a few minutes when I'm going live. But thanks again for having me, and see you soon. And can't wait to see the finished product here. So great job, Desi.
We're pretty close.
Looking good. All right, talk to you all later.
Talk to you
See
soon.
you, Taz. Saul and Khmer was the only thing I went on from the Acolyte. Yeah. Khmer go as a conquest if he would go hard. Yeah. Think so.
Sucks up so much powder. Wants to be wet. You've been such a good sport about all this.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm so glad that you're liking the result. Ooh. And it's wet again. But sit a minute.
Hey, Rich. This is what she is doing, lad. I am getting my face painted as Darth Maul as part of the promise I made when we raised the money that we did. By that, I mean Desi Jingle Snarf Snarf is making me look like Darth Maul.
Oh, it's just wet. Doesn't want to. Why are you so wet, Ranger?
I'm moist, according to Desi. Rock says being a Sith Lord is a sweaty job, Desi.
A little bit. Feels weird, doesn't it? But it, at least it looks like you had a good time with the cocaine and all.
Mm-hmm.
Normally, once it's all set, I'd spray like a lot of water on your face to just kind of like get rid
I've
of
done
that
it a few times already, Atticus, yeah.
dusty
Some
oil.
Kenobis and some other stuff.
That's about as good as it's going to get for now. I just have to let all this dry a little bit.
Yeah, I'm not going to move. I'm just going to sit here and let it dry.
And I also need... Oh,
At last, we reveal ourselves to the Jedi. We will have revenge. So I'm getting mauled right now.
but I'm just...
We're glad to have you, Atticus.
Yep, thank you for being here, Mr. Atticus. There's no cut.
Timmy Seranger, I've been trying to find out my mod score. Where on swiggo.gg do I find it? I've looked in the mod meta report section and can't seem to find it. Anybody know where that's at? Up our good friend Timmy.
Come on.
Sorry, hard to talk at the moment when you've got powder flying everywhere. That's okay.
Done for now.
Okay. So do we?
How do you feel?
I feel painted. So we need to get the horns. You said.
Well, so here's the bad news.
Oh,
The Spirit Halloweens aren't open yet, except for one that's an hour from here. And Party City went out of business.
okay.
And I've checked both Walmart and Target, and they don't have anything. I'm about to check Target one more time, but I think we're just a little too early for Halloween, babe. Now I could try to fashion some.
What about
of
Hobby?
play?
What about Hobby Lobby?
I checked.
I know they had a ton of Halloween stuff.
They also have certain feelings about seasons. I can go check and see what
They've got Christmas stuff in there and Thanksgiving stuff in there already. Yeah. I
I
think
can go check.
because they're going to have the little stuff like you could use, like they'll have little knickknacks and stuff in there that we could maybe substitute.
That's a fair point.
Yeah.
Well, how powdery am I?
Not pottery at all.
All right, I'm gonna go check it out.
Okay. We should think about some food too. I don't know what we want to get though.
No, you want to come with me?
No. Yeah, it's good work, but we're gonna see if we can get some horns, and then I've got the hood. I'll change out this shirt. We're just letting everything dry. I'll put on like a black t-shirt and something. We'll have the hood and everything. Yes, we'll have the full Darth Maul experience for you guys. Daisy's gonna go check Hobby Lobby and some other places for little horns that we can use. I'm sure because they've got everything there, arts and crafts wise. Maybe get some munchies. That's just started his thing. So yeah, we're just chilling. I know, right? Like I've been getting those death sticks, Turd Ferguson. Want to buy some death sticks? You don't want to sell me death sticks. I don't want to sell you death sticks. Oh, is it really? Okay. Spice of life. Yeah, but if maybe I don't think they'll have contacts, but if we can get the horns, that'll be fine.
No, we are not getting one.
Yeah, so that I've got dark enough eyes, it's okay. It's easier said than done, Asake. It just has to fall into place. Like, what's your score? What's their score? And then even if you do get somebody like in a the realm of 8, right? It's if you want, just of who. Unless you guys go fully undefeated to the finals, this makes it really hard sometimes to hit them. Yeah, kind of a little bit of a weird place. You'll get there, Sake. We're letting the paint dry right now. I'm going to be sitting here for a little bit, so I'll be sitting here with you guys. We'll see how the GAC match is going. They've cleared the front zone. Let's see if they've done any of their other attacks. Saw them making their attack run. So. And pause. Probably looking over the board. Yeah, if you have any Swuggle questions, get those in now. As I said, this is a thank you to everybody. I didn't know what was going to be painted on me today, but it's pretty cool that I can be Darth Maul. And I'll have the makeup on the rest of the day. We'll have it on for D&D, hopefully with the full Monty. Got my hood. We'll put a nice little black shirt on and stuff. I'll even see if I can get my lightsaber, turn that on and see if I can get a red lightsaber. So, yeah. We don't know yet. Our opponents made, you saw what I scored yesterday, which was a 2066. And they took out the front wall, but they have not moved forward yet. Yeah, everybody get big props to Desi Jingle Schnarr. She's the one that did it so far, so yeah. Yeah, we would have been at softmax, but I tried. Here, let me do this. Second list. You can see what they've done here. The one little poo poo we had was I saw this Great Mothers team up here, and I tried a gas team against it. Didn't go well, so we had a one shot. We had a two shot there, but everything else we were. I mean, we were getting big scores. Yeah, so it's not bad. It's not bad. Cam down there so you guys can do that, and if we want to go back to full cam, yeah, so I'll keep a close eye on it. So there you go. But the makeup's slowly drying, so we're letting it dry. I've got the AC and the powder and everything, so yes. Oh, my little snarf.
Gonna go.
Okay.
But there's 2 hours left in GC with mine.
Oh, yeah, we can do some Desi Jingle Snarf. You just want me to poke it?
I mean, however much you want to do.
Okay. Holy moly, we need to do some Desi Jingle Snarf GAC.
Are you able to, like, check from that other PC? Because I can send you my password.
I've got you on BlueStacks right now.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You do. Okay, bye, guys.
You'll be back.
Oh. Oh.
I can figure out how to get the blue stacks going again.
Message me if you need password.
All right. All right, we'll do some Desi Jingle Schnurf JAC. Yes. I'll get the right window capture here. Let's see what old Desi Jingle Schnurf's up to. Show. All right. And it's been a hot minute since I've done blue stacks. Yeah, she'll be back. She's gonna go see if she can get some horns for the Darth Maul stuff. Wow, this stuff is it's a different fit sensation, skewers. Let me tell you. Ooh. Yeah, keep your questions coming. I'm going to be here for a little while longer, letting this dry. Desi's going to go see if she gets some horns, and then we'll get those on, and then... That's what you do. All right, so I'm updating my blue stacks, and then we'll get some Desi Snarf. Oof. So like it's Darth Malik, welcome. This is what Desi painted me as. I told you Saturday. Yeah, so I just got slathered with paint, and then Desi's got to go get some more stuff. No, yeah, she's gonna see if she can get the horns. She's gonna go to Hobby Lobby, see if she can come up with something for horns that we can use, and then we'll have the look ready. Because all the makeup's done. No eyes today, guys. No eyes. So we'll see. All right, I think we should be good to go. See if we can get some Desi Jingle Snarf GAC. Can I? It took it a minute. It's BlueStacks. This is why we hate BlueStacks, man. Everything else on my PC runs fast, but it's just BlueStacks, man. I hate the BlueStacks player. We had to use it for a long time. All right. All right, GAC for Desi Jingle Snarf. All right, their opponent has attacked. Let's see what we can do here. So what do we got in the south here? All right, we've got some very easy stuff, actually. All right. Let's see how their opponent did. Oh, I'm Android. I'm Android. The Hooray team held. They're working on the other stuff. Yeah, I'm Android. Shit. Okay. Okay. We have lots of options. Since we're gonna have some fun here. Mighty. Forgot when BlueStacks needs to update when you haven't used it in a long time. It takes forever. Good Lord. Oh, I do not miss the days of BlueStacks, guys. No jiggity! I told you we're getting painted today. I'll go full cam here while we're waiting for this thing to upload. And we were doing the full Darth Maul experience. That's right. No jiggity. No doubt. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we don't know yet, Darth Malik. We do not know about GAC yet. Well, our opponents go to the front wall. We'll see what happens. Let's see here. We've got a... Let's just start off with this. We can use Gungans here. I don't see why not. Start off our little attack pattern alpha here. We'll go... I can figure out which one the famous is. Then we'll use the Jar Jar Kron here. That's right, Ryan David. Screen is zoomed in too much. Let me see if I can fix that. Let's kill some things, shall we? Java's the Gungans are doing good work here. And there we go. Nice 67 for our little Schnurf. Wow, this is such a strange experience, skewers. Whole faces just feel solid as this stuff's drying. Alright, they're continuing the good fight. What do we want to use against Jabba? We don't have the Gungan Kron, I know that. We could use JMK. Let me see what's in the. I think it was a bunch of other stuff, right? Yeah, it was just other teams. Hondo, yeah. I don't think she has a Wampa level 9. Yeah, let me look. I don't think she had it. Let me see here. Put that for now, but look. She has it, but it's level 8. Is that good enough? She doesn't have the level 9 on it. That'll work. Okay, I'm down to, you know, Desi, she likes to try stuff. So nothing else beats JMK's Ezra, Hermicron, just the two of them, Ranger. You mean Cat? Wow. I don't know. What's the Datacron on Jabba? It is 2% when they critically hit an enemy with some potency, defense, and protection. Yeah, remember we ran into that problem. I couldn't kill him either. So not Wampa then. Okay, so we're not going to use Wampa there. We'll use Wampa somewhere else, but just not there. I mean, we could go with the standard team. I'm not too overly concerned about it. I mean, we can go Galactic Republic and kill the shit out of this. Yeah, you could try Leia. Yeah. Get Ezra out of there and then do the thing. Yeah, big hit. Yeah, Leia would be a good option. Yeah, I would try Leia for sure. If that's the case, then do it, yeah. You want to try Afra here, Ray Rock? I mean, I'm down, but that usually goes not good for us. Let's see. I don't even know. Remember, this is Desi Jingle Schnarf GAC. So remember, this isn't my GAC. This is the Schnarfers GAC. Afra is 6%. Okay, yeah, let's just JK. Okay. That's not good. Let's, because then we can fuck around with other stuff afterwards. Because Snips and Ahsoka. I think we need a tank. And we could go Mace Cat if we wanted to. Kitty. We could go bow. I mean, I'm down for any of this stuff, guys. So whatever you guys want me to use here, I'm down. You want me to use bow here? What do we want to use? Not Afra. Afra 6%. We don't have the, and the Wamp is not very good. So those are not something we'll use here against him. No, it depends on the Kron and stuff. Let's save bow for maybe something in the back, right? Just in case we use bow with the Burble-Kron. And then we'll just go a nice little light side. That's sad Kron. Yeah, we'll save the others because there's some weak teams down we can have some fun with some of these characters and stuff. So let's go correct here, and then we'll figure out the fun for the rest of this stuff. After this, I'm going to use the bathroom real quick because I've just realized I haven't peed yet. Go fast. Alt. Okay. This fight. Okay, now start beating the crap out of you, which we will now do. So we can finish. Get him out. Well, unless he dodges. I can go after the sluggy. There we go. All right. They're at 652 and they got stuck. All right. So let's see what else we got down south here because there's nothing up north we need to worry about. All right. Now, there's a Momo team we can definitely use Wampa on. There's a Dash team we can definitely use Wampa on. Nicely done, Howie. Who do we want to womp here? I'll womp one of these three teams. You want me to do the Dash team? You want me to do the Momo team? What do you guys want to see? Think about that for a second. I'm going to use the bathroom. I'll be right back. Hello, preload, my old friend. All right, back. All right. What do we want to use here? We can use whatever we want. She has a lot of stuff for offense. Who do we want to womps? Who's swampable? Little call action from Turd Ferguson. Thank you, Turd Ferguson. You guys haven't seen it, I'll go full cam here. We've got the mall happening right now. Desi went to go get some more supplies and stuff for the for this. As you can tell, it's still a little wet, so we're letting it dry and everything, and then we'll do more stuff here. But yeah. All right, I can do that, Des. We need to put in a pizza order. All right. Let's order a pizza game. If I can find my phone, that would be nice. I know, right? Say hello to my little friend. The spice of life. All right, let's see. Oh. We got the it's,
Unknown brain, Marvin Divine. I'm saying bye to all the lies and all the times you cried, saying that I wasn't right, yet I was right by your side. You manipulator, playing games, your friends commentators, and I don't know what you say about our private conversations, but it's got them hating. Thanks to all the rumors you be claiming, it's cool. I'm
all right.
with you so they can throw you a celebration. You gon' hate it when you see me with somebody living better.
We'll get into JC back here in a second. I'm just getting some food ordered. All right, and it's ordered under my name. There, Desi Jingle Schnurfer. Okay, back into JC. All right, well, the pizza's it'll be ready in 25 minutes. All right, Desi's braving the Walmart as we speak, folks. All right. Let's swap at the dash team. Then we'll figure out the rest of this stuff. Why not? And womped. All right, we womped. Okay. All right. What do we want to use here? We're going to start doing some Dizzy Jingle Snarf Snarf GC. What do we want to use against Treya? It's really weak. What do we want to use against Momo? That's really weak. Thank you, Boss Livewire. That's all Dizzy Jingle Snarf Snarf. She's not done. She's at Walmart looking to see if she can get certain, like, get the horns and stuff. And picking us up food because I haven't eaten. I've got a lightsaber. Yeah, I can turn on a red lightsaber. I've got the hood. They're Blaze games. Yeah, so we'll do all that stuff. I'll definitely do it once she gets done with the costume. So, yeah. Oh, what do I want to use against this weak-ass Momo team? We could offer that just because we could. Yeah, let's use offer here. Don't know if this will work, but we'll do it anyway. And then what do I want to use against Treya? Oh, sorry. There you go. All right. And one more team. What do I want to use against Treya? Guess we can go Bounty Hunters against Treya? Maybe? It's a Gear 12 Treya team. If anybody has a suggestion on a Gear 12 Treya team, I'm open for it right now. The two ham. Steve Cello. Yeah, we could do that. Yeah, might as well. We have a lot of GLs and stuff left. Oh, yeah. Oh, God, yes. Steve Cello it is. You got it there, boss. I don't even think we need a cron, do we? It's pretty butt naked, right? I guess like we could do a level 3. Oh. Yeah, just thinking maybe to recover health and for the protection, but no. All right, we'll link you. Oh, unlimited power. All right, we're at 557. We've cleared the southern wall. All right, and nothing in the back either. Okay. Queen Amadilla will use Bane here. And since they don't have Kron, we won't use one either. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, might as well, right? It's going to be a lot of overkill here. Oh, good lord. Easy enough. Hey, Lord Megatron. All right. Yeah. So they're stuck on the front wall. So let's just, we clear the north and stuff. She'll be in a pretty good spot. All right. Golly, Miss Molly. Oh, yeah. Let me go full cam here, man. We're just doing some Desi Jingle Snarf GAC. We're not fully done yet, but the makeup is on. As you can see, it's drying. It's going to be a little bit more touch up, and so you can still see how wet it is, even with the powder and stuff. So, yeah. I'm sitting here letting it dry. We're doing some Desi Jingle Snarf GAC. And, yeah. You can see lots of powder, lots of other stuff. We'll see. Desi's trying to see if she can get her hands on some little devil horns she can use for my horns that she's going to put on. And she's picking us up some food as well. All right, what do we want to use against Newt? We have so much stuff. It's a lot of overkill, guys. So if you have a suggestion, then feel free to put it in. If not, I'm just going to go with like gas and other normal counters and stuff here. So whatever you guys would like to see. Give me a team for each one. Let's start with Newt Gunray. Oh, Queen Amidala of the Nadbu. Find out what the results. Yeah, Desi did a great job, and she's still not done. But this is because you guys helped raise all that money. We got the new Mando helmet on the way, and I was able to get the resources I need to touch up the armor and stuff. And yeah. So she said she was going to do makeup. I didn't know what it was going to be. She decided to go full mall, and here I am. Yes. Yeah. And we got a little hood and stuff that we'll wear for it and stuff, and yeah. All right, let's just gas this. I don't see why not. Just go Rex and 5. Let's see what. Go level 3 on it.
You say I make you nervous, a tragedy, I'm a beautiful disaster, a reckoning, you wonder how I got this way. You think I'm someone to be saved, someone to clean up and tame. Oh, some things never change, never change. You think I would look pretty
All right.
on your arm once you cover up my bruises and battle scars.
Duke gets out of there first. Not quite.
The things I've had to face got you crying on your knees in pain. Oh, some things never change, never change. Oh, you break your back to make me feel again. Suffocate to make me breathe again. Lose your mind from endless pain. Some things never change, never change. Oh,
Easy enough.
redemption never came. I stopped asking for forgiveness, 'cause you should know only fools tread with the angels. Fear to go, but you keep trying to get too close.
And we've taken the lead for the Schnarf Schnarf. All right. All right. We got a Hondo team here. We got a Geo team here. We've got a first order team here. And we have a Hera, Rex, Kanan. What do we want to use against Hera, Kanan, and Rex? Gosh, we have 5 GLs, Darth Revan, Bo. Oh, Lord. Inquisitors. Oh, my God. Ufus. Oh, Lord. All right, pick a team. We'll use it against this. It was 5 minutes ago. It was 25 minutes there, Desi.
Suffocate to make me breathe again. Lose your mind from endless pain. Some things never change, never change. Oh, redemption never came.
Yeah. All right, what the hell we want to beat the hell out? What do we want to use to beat the crap out of the Phoenix team? Whatever we use is going to be overkill. So just want to warn you guys ahead of time. There's going to be a lot of overkill. Because I believe her opponent is stuck on her Ray. It sure is. Oh, I don't know. I feel like using here. Everything's going to be overkill. I just don't know what to use for overkill. Let's see. We have this stuff here. What do we check this out again? I don't know if she has Tuscans. Maul team, Bad Batch team, Killer and Beck team we need to handle. Let's just go Inquisitors there. And then we'll see if she has Tuscans first. Does she have Tuscans? She does not have Tuscans. We'll use Inquisitors here. We'll knock out another fight. So we have tons of delicious stuff. Does she have Jawas? She does have Utini. What were you thinking of Utini? So we do have Jawas, and then we have like firefighting teams. I mean, we just have powerhouse teams. So let's use Bo against this. Why not? The baby. I don't know. All right. What do I want to use against Hera? Got so much stuff here. This is Desi Jingle Schnarf Schnarf GAC. Yes. Listen. Okay. So. Mall. Okay. Oh, we could just throw rocks at it. Because she had to go to the store because obviously Boma felt we were working on the paint. She had to go stop by so she can get some stuff that she's looking to use. So, yeah. Oh, no, use something sticky, Desi.
You remember me, right? I'm not only there at night. You seem a little nervous in your head. It's like a creepy circus. Are you ready for the show? Now tell me, where did all your
That's all right, Boma Fett. I got you. We're just doing some Desi Jingle. So, yeah, let's not use Gorilla Glue. Yes.
I control you, just as in a game. But don't try to fight me back.
Say goodbye to Phoenix. Oh.
I'm back. Boo.
Neil Venus says, well, I've checked the form again. It seems like issues have happened to some people on iPhone as well. Got it. Got you, Neo Venom. What do we want to use here? First order. Spirit gum, yeah, spirit gum is the traditional for sticking on prosthetics, fake beards, etc. Right? Yeah, I think so. I don't know. I'm gonna kill first order with first order, as I can. Aha! Bowman Fett says I did some acting in my youth. Oh, I don't know what the hell we want to use against these 4 Geonosians. No, we don't have any of that stuff available. The nearest one is an hour away for Desert Geonosis. She's working on it. She's working on it. What do we want to use against the Geonosians? Well, since we're overkilling anyway. Oh, you want to go Darth Vader? Sure. I'm down with some Schmader action. Darth Vader, Thrawn, who else do we want? Ramar Jade in there if we wanted to. We can throw a Royal Guard there, I guess. Okay. That gets her in the back line, and yeah, she's like, we'll clear everything but ships, but I don't think their opponent's getting past that, so let's go clean the crap out of these guys. Oh, I don't know. We have 3 GLs. What do you want to use against the Ewok Kron here? Let's use Leia. I know, it's overkill, but... Okay, and then we have 2 little teams left, which we will kick their ass. And Desi Jingle Schnarshoff will have a very nice GAC because their opponent's stuck. So I'm just clearing everything but ships, and then she can do the rest if she needs to. Bad Batch. We want to use Jabba, Lord Vader, or JML. Do we have the mercenaries? That ought to be fun. She does not have Balin. We'll just draw with this. Your last legs. And what do I want to do last for Maul? Let's just JML it. Again, overkill, but it was going to be overkill. Then she'll be Snarfy Snarf goodness GAC'd up. There we go. Your opponent is not attacked yet. Yeah, we're about to go look back at my G, see how it's going. Yeah, Desi Jingle Snarf's in a good spot. All right, so we got her everything but ships, and they're stuck on the front wall. So I think we can go back to my game, shall we? Let's see how I is doing. That load up. Yeah, so you can see that we've got the Maul makeup drying for right now. So yeah. See the full thing. Still got some powder on me, but the powder is drying the paint on my head and stuff right now. So let's see, any more attacks? Yeah, they've made some more attacks. Okay, 722. They're making it. Methodical. No drop battles. That's not a surprise. done what? 5, 6, 7, 8 battles. Yeah, they're averaging just around 56 right now, so. We'll see. If they win, they win. You know, I could have had a like 2090, but I really wanted to try that gas counter versus Great Mothers. Might come back and bite us in the ass. We'll see. I know, Stanimal. Look at this. This is what she's done so far. So she's out at Walmart getting some stuff right now, and then picking up some food for us because I have not eaten. So I think Lord Vader would have a pretty good shot. Don't know the numbers there, Ray Rock, but yeah. So we'll keep checking on that. We're waiting for Des to get back, and then we'll do some more here. I'm adjusting to my new face. Solo GLAT. Walgar. Oh no. Balin, Bo, I know we'll do it. Trying to think who else. I don't know if like Dash Han Shui could do it. Go on defense, no Balin. Okay. I'm just trying to think if Riva could do it. CLS Han Shui maybe? I don't know. Riva died to JMK. Oh lord. Oh, you are not having a good time, my friend. Yeah, we could not get the red eyes, so we'll have everything but the red eyes, Blaze. But if we do this again, we'll get the context next time. I didn't know she was doing it. I had no idea she was painting me like this, Blaze. So yeah. No, I can tell, Owie. Jesus. And we're waiting to see what our opponent does. They got about an hour and 15 minutes left. Yeah, we got Desi Jingle Snarf Snarf scored away on her GAC, and I've got myself scored away on GAC, so yeah. Yeah, I don't know about Gas. Gas might with the shreds, you know, the stack offense on it. Like if you have a stacking offense might do it, right? I mean, Gas could do it. Dash Han Chewy with offense, you know, just damage her down. She'll counterattack, but that team could, you know. If Jabba's the only thing keeping you from winning, yeah, try Jabba. I don't see why not. Long as you can keep Bouge alive and she's stomping on her, I think you'll be fine. Second offensive might be your friend. My face feels so weird, guys. It feels so weird with this makeup on. Water a little bit. I just want to dab it. Well, I mean, not if I keep getting irritation from my eyes, Blaze, my eyes might just go red naturally. Let's keep track of this for a little while. Now remember, we have D&D tonight too, so don't worry, gang. Got that coming along the corner. Lovely Dead Jingle Snarf is out trying to get some horns and what else? Oh, she's picking up our num nums. Have to do this mod crap. I just don't want to. I still have to do another. Did I get my final score? I got to do one more battle, I think, for the raid. Yeah. Am I at? Yeah, I still have to do my bad batch, so we'll finish that in a couple days. Yeah, if you guys have any questions and stuff, I'm just chilling here a little bit till Desi gets back. Hope you guys have enjoyed the stream today. You guys helped me out. It's the least I can do. Oh, he had a boo-boo. We did. I thought he did. And another 56. Ugh. We'll just patiently wait to see what happens. I have to make some space. So let's filter, see what we have unassigned, and then flip it. We have another one to roll here. Crash. Start by speed. That doesn't have. Oh. I could try to roll this once to see if it hits speed. It did hit speed, so we're going to keep that. Does not have. All right, can I scoop up mods now? Is Ezra on whose team? Are you asking for Owie? I think it was just solo GLAT. Let's do some Monty Depression. Oh, look, everybody. The lovely and beautiful Desi Jingle Snarf is back. Isn't she the best? But everything but ships, they're stuck on your You're Ray, so they're not winning.
Yay! Thank you.
Uh-huh. Baby Yoda Eyes, what's up? Oh! Thank you for the 5 subs, my friend. Oh, we got a hype train? Wow, we do have a hype train. Let's see where this goes. Maybe doing some shots of stuff for later. Yeah, she did a great job. Here, I'll go full cam for you. Still working on it, but yeah. We got the hood and everything, so yeah. And I'm completely covered in gunk right now from the process. Don't have space anymore. That breaks the heart. Thank you, Tass. Thank you. We're looking there. We're getting there. Desi just picked us up some food, so second here. You know, I'm a complete mess. You got prep everywhere. Baby powder and breakfast cereals and everything. So yeah. Order 7s. We just got a 57. Yeah, they're a efficiency player. I'm barring a miracle here. I just don't.
Close.
Yay!
Nice score. Oh, that's you.
That's me. You're everything clear but shit. So. As Tess says, we're looking sharp there, Desi Jingle Snarfer. Baby Yoda Eyes just gifted 5 subs and said, good work, Desi.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Smelling good. Why? Mm. Mm. Yeah. Now we can both be the walking wounded as you jingle snarfer. All right. I think for now, is there any more painting that needs to be done right now, Desi?
Oh, no.
Okay, so we're good on the painting and stuff. Didn't find the horns? No horns today. All right.
Tried.
She tried, guys. She tried. Well, let me know if you would like me to be dressed like this for Halloween. I think it looks pretty solid. You kind of scare the crap out of the kids. So
You look good.
yeah, I think we might go for this for Halloween. I can go get we'll get a Darth Maul costume and yeah. But I think we're gonna end the stream there, guys. I think 4 hours of streaming, 5 hours of streaming actually. No, 4. But we have D&D tonight, so we'll be back tonight. We'll have the full regalia. So yeah, we'll see what happens. I mean, it's an efficiency fighter unless something miracle happens here. We might be going down the toilet. We'll see. You never know. The fight's never over till it's done. But yeah, they're averaging good banners. They're getting 1 shot, so they've got all the tools in the tool shed to do this. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. So you guys have a great rest of your day. I'll be back tonight for some Dungeons and Dragons. Big shout out to Tassinix for hanging out with us today. That was really generous of him. So please, if you're not following Tass, go follow Tass. Support his channel and stuff. We're going to eat some food, and we'll see you for some D&D tonight. So there you go.